What are we? Still working like a football game tonight, or what?
He's too busy in person.
I mean, we are streaming now.
You know he's a chatty cat. Chatty cage. Don't worry, man. I'll sub him for you.
Thanks, Jeremy. I appreciate it.
That's right, Matt. Great game.
Just a bit outside. Just a bit outside.
And don't forget, he could go all
He could. No, he's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Sorry, Jeremy. This is halftime.
Everybody in the press box is hoping for a turbo clock tonight, as in every week. We had one last time. We missed it. We had a turbo clock. What's that?
Means the clock keeps going, she'll get out quicker.
The only time it stops is the timeout.
And what causes that?
The other, if one team is 35 points ahead, they have a running clock from that point on. Here they come. And here comes the Bullfrogs.
It's like good things coming tonight. Absolutely, always do.
Come get me. Well, I was like 7. All right, let's go. I mean, it'll have to
Our
be
guys
right
are
now.
gonna run right through those guys.
Okay.
They're gonna fight.
Here come the Bulldogs.
As we're waving the pink flag at the Bulldogs. Oh, here we go.
That's a lot of backflips. Tell you what, here we go. They're scattering. It's like a music festival. There's a shooter.
Hey, we're going to wave the pink flag. Everybody join hands, work together. And then we have a pregame fight. That'd be something, wouldn't it?
You guys have it whenever you're ready.
That would be the story of the age.
Sikeston Athletics would like to thank tonight's game sponsor, First State Community Bank. The Bulldogs are thankful for your support.
Getting this together, we have a pregame fight.
Still call.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, I'm going to cough. It's just not going to stop.
Don't leave a bunch of loogies inside the.
Do we want to get you a young piece of town?
Oh, yeah, I talked to him today. We go to Columbia. Hey, we go to Columbia. I want to go to Columbia just as well.
Don't you remember when he said that?
Oh, yeah, I remember the whole, I watched it 8,000 times. All right, we ready for this? Where's my thing? I don't have it. Oh, there it is. Hey, there I am. Huh?
Which one of these am I using?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sikeston Public School Stadium for tonight's Pink Out game and the Sikeston Bulldogs home finale against the rival Charleston Bluejays. And I believe this is the 137th meeting between these two rivals, as often called the oldest rivalry west of the Mississippi River. And there's some debate on that, you know, and but a lot
I believe
of it,
you, Deej.
You know, a lot of it is in terms of games played. Did it start the earliest? Who knows? But in terms of games played, I do think it is the oldest. But
Yeah, I think years ago, didn't we used to play twice a year? When I say years ago, I mean in the
In the early
50s and
times.
40s and whatever. Yeah.
So, but that's where we're at tonight. And I am Derek James, back on the mic after a one-game hiatus, and the president, Matt Tanner, alongside with me. And big game for the Bulldogs here. Obviously, Sikeston's had a tough year. They haven't won a game, and this is a chance to finish the regular season with a win and hopefully go into district play, maybe with some momentum. What do you think, Matt?
Right. Well, the Bulldogs are 0-8 coming in tonight. Like you said, this is our last regular season game. I have to think that the coaching staff and the players believe this is a winnable game. You and I have talked throughout the year, and we believe that there were a couple of other winnable games.
Absolutely.
And so we've let those slip by, but now I think they're going to lock in, and hopefully we can get the W tonight and get the zero off the board and get a one on there. I guess it's not a crooked number yet, but get a number off there.
You want a crooked number?
Yeah, I'd like to have a crooked number, but we'll see how that plays out. I'm not sure where we are in the district standings. I would assume we're going to have an away game next week because that starts sort of the district play and the state playoffs.
I think for sure it would be an away game, but I mean when you almost have to have a 500 type record to maybe get a home game, and Sikeston will be on the road.
There's 8 teams in the top 4 get a home game the first week.
And Hillsboro is in Sikeston's district, who Sikeston saw in the first week,
yes,
the first game of the season. And I apologize. I haven't really done my homework on who Sikeston would play. I think Hillsboro's a potential matchup, and I'm not sure who the 2 seed would be. It could be like a team like Festus or somebody like that. But regardless, I'm sure Sikeston's not even thinking about district play, who we might play, where we might go. I think all they care about, we have to win this game tonight. And I think that is the number one priority for everybody on that sideline for the Bulldogs. Now, as for Charleston, I haven't done my homework. Call me a bad announcer here, but I don't know
referees
what
for
Charleston's
tonight's
record
contest:
is.
back judge Cale Williams, line judge Tim Harmon, linesman Jim Vaughn, umpire
tonight,
Chris Russian, and your referee for this evening, Ben Godwin.
He's in your ear? Yeah.
A little technical difficulty.
Sorry, a little technical difficulty. We've been off a couple of weeks, and hey, first off, glad to have you back.
Thank you.
You were
I was in
you were replaced
I was in
successfully.
hiatus for a week.
You were recovering. Glad to have you back. Glad to have my partner
Thank
back.
you.
Yeah,
Well,
you were missed.
We did bring in the veteran Jeff Williams.
venerable.
The venerable Jeff Williams.
Yeah.
Him and Chris Hotchkiss cannot be replaced.
No.
We only just try to do the job
Right.
since they
Well-
left the broadcast.
Yeah. Well, no. Jeff is my partner in basketball.
That's true. You
Yeah.
guys
So
have
hey,
chemistry already.
so we had the chemistry. We just picked
Yeah.
right up like we never missed a beat. We just kept
Absolutely.
going.
Well, so here we are tonight. We got Charleston here, and again, I know a little bit about the Bluejays. I know their quarterback is one of their basketball players. It's oh gosh,
Katarion Owens.
that's it. Goodness
Yeah.
gracious!
Don't
I'm
they-
trying to read
Didn't
the
he-
program.
Didn't he have a nickname like
They
Bobo or
used to call him
Bubba?
Bobo. I don't know if they call him that anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, Katarion Owens. I'm trying.
Just
there it is, number 9.
a really good basketball player. And he is a handful.
Yeah, and he's a pretty good quarterback, just based on the statistics. I think he's run for 400 or 500 yards for the Blue Jays this year. Got a strong, powerful arm, and we know that he is a big, powerful kid. We've seen him in basketball numerous times, and he's built like a tank, more like a lineman or even a fullback or something like that, rather than a quarterback. But he's a load to bring down, and Sikeston is going to have to get enough people to the football if he's carrying it to bring him down. So we're 30 seconds or so away from kickoff. Kind of an interesting pregame deal.
Yeah.
Charleston ran out on the field
Yeah.
to the Bulldog head, and they had the pink flag going. Sikeston ran out on the field, and a little posturing, I'd say, when both teams got out there, and you're like, uh-oh, what's going to happen here? But nothing happened. Thankfully, cooler heads prevailed, and nothing happened, and we went off to the tip-off or the coin toss, and we're about to start this football game.
It's time for
Still trying to work out these technical difficulties, having a little trouble with the sound. Hopefully we're getting that worked out for you guys. Sikeston will be kicking off.
Sorry about that.
Number 47 for the Bulldogs, Mauricio Bautista, who has just only recently come back. He had an injury in the preseason. He's a soccer player, but he was supposed to be the Bulldogs kicker, but the injury knocked him out for several weeks. And he's going to squib it. Nice bouncing kick all the way down to about the 17. Whoa. Immediately hit and brought down by number 21 for the Bulldogs, and that is Rashid Abu Kadir.
Yes, great coverage. Great coverage. They looked like they weren't sure that they were going to pick it up, almost like they were going to let it down. Of course, as we've talked many times, it's a live ball. It's just like an onside kick.
It was number 21 on the return, Jamarion Robinson for the Blue Jays, and he gained maybe a yard on the kick return. Great coverage, great kick, really. It bounced just perfectly and stayed in bounds. Charleston coming in with a tight. They're going to shift to a 2-receiver set this way and out of the shotgun and a man in the slot. Terrion Owens is the quarterback, and he's going to fumble it.
Go!
Rashid Abu, no, excuse me, that's not Rashid Abu Kadir. It is.
Yeah,
number
it was 21.
For the Bulldogs, Rashid Abu Kadir on the fumble recovery. And right off the bat, Sikeston is in business at the 8-yard line.
Did you see what they tried to run? That double handoff that we run?
Oh,
that's
exactly what happened.
That's exactly what they tried to run. And they got they got their wires crossed there, and there was a fumble. And it looked like he was so surprised to pick it up. He was like, "Hey, I got this," and scoop and score. And he scooped it, and that's okay. We're in business, as you said. We're inside the 10-yard line.
Luke Gadberry in at quarterback again. Penalty flag is down. That's Keon Atkins trying to get around the corner. He's got a few yards, maybe about 3 or 4.
I guess that's a shift, maybe.
We're going to have an illegal shift against the Bulldogs, and that play will not count.
Yep.
5-yard penalty there. Now, Sikeston can't afford penalties like that. You're in great shape here. You got a 1st and goal at the 8, and that's going to back them up for sure, assuming Charleston takes the penalty.
I can't believe – or I have to believe they would take it.
Yeah,
now it's 1st and goal from the 13. Still doable, but these are the type of things that we've talked about that we have had. We get basically put on a silver platter for us, and we cannot shoot ourselves in the foot. We cannot go in reverse.
That right there is an example of that, a penalty on your first play. So a little tougher task now. It's now 1st and goal at about the 13. Gadberry out of the kind of pistol. That quick handoff to number 5. That is Trez Clark. Kind of barreling his way to about the 5-yard line, about a gain of 8.
Really nice pickup there. Just looking for somebody to hit.
Yeah. Trez is a physical running back. And that was a smooth setup there. Gadberry took the snap and was a quick handoff to Trez, and he was able to get around the corner just a little bit. Now it's 2nd and goal at the 5.
The key that we talked about, Deej, is we want our backs going north and south, not east and west so much.
Absolutely, especially when you're a power back like that. Now that time Charleston read it perfectly. I believe it was Clark on the carry. And he's going to lose about 3 yards on that one. So now we're back at the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down at the 8.
What do you think here, Deej / Tony Romo? What do you call here?
Well,
hey,
I'm not
only run my favorite play.
I'm not an offensive play caller, but I will say Sikeston's passing game has come on in the last couple weeks with Gadberry back at quarterback.
Yep, he can sling it.
Daryl Jordan is number 14 out wide here, and he's been the favorite target.
Yep, he can spin it, as they say.
So it is going to be a pass. Quick pressure. Right in the hands of Trez Clark, and he couldn't haul it in. So are we going to see a field goal opportunity?
He's sure looking.
Here?
Yep, he's sure looking. Yep, there he comes.
So here comes Mauricio Bautista. Little background on him. I have a personal chance with him when I coached him in track last year. He ran track for my 8th grade team and was a miler. He ran the mile, was a pretty good one.
Nice.
He medaled in a few races, and I'm telling you, he improved each and every week. And here comes a penalty flag. And Sikeston didn't even get set, and they got some kind of illegal procedure there. That'll back them up 5 more yards.
Motion against the Bulldogs.
So now it's going to be,
5-yard penalty.
let's see, they're going to,
4th and goal from the 13.
ball is now at the 13. So they're going to put the ball down at the 21, so it'll be a 31-yard field goal.
Deej, I've been reminded to let the officials call this to see if it's good. It's
He's
got the distance.
Is it through the uprights?
It's
And it is.
good. Thank you, Mr. Jim Gadberry. Told me to make sure my glasses were on because last week Jeff and I both said it was good, or 2 weeks ago.
I saw it. I watched the broadcast. Yeah.
That night was sponsored by Vision.
Vision Eye Care. Well,
Oh, we got it right tonight. We just made sure of the call.
he had plenty of distance on that
Oh,
kick.
yeah.
31-yard field goal, and
Been good from 32 even.
maybe 10 yards further. Who knows? I mean, it might have been a 40-yard type
Yeah,
kick.
definitely.
Oh, he has some
What the
fireworks
heck?
going off down in the south of the stadium, down on the
Nice.
other, probably in the middle school parking lot. I've never known Sikeston to shoot fireworks. So I
I've
wonder,
never ever seen that in the.
so it makes me wonder: is that a school function firework, or is that somebody doing their own thing down there?
I'm going to go with not school function.
Well, Sikeston has long had a city ordinance of no fireworks within the city, and I think wasn't that changed in recent times in a vote that the I can't remember. I thought that was changed where you could shoot fireworks in the city.
Well,
Here's Batista with another
Well,
kick
that's a
down
great
the
kick.
sideline. That
Oh.
one goes out of bounds. So
That was-
Charleston will most likely take the ball at the 35 after that kick goes out.
it's 35, isn't it? What, so many yards from where you kicked off or something in there? Is there a rule or is that?
It's always 35
Okay.
unless it goes out of bounds ahead of the 35, and that would be where it went out.
Okay. There's a rule in the NFL, or again, I know we always get these mixed up, but there's a rule. If it goes out at some point, there's some kind of mechanism that triggers it to where it's so many yards from where you kicked it, which can be beneficial as well.
People texting me, asking me who the kicker is. I mean,
That's a great kick.
well, here's the thing. After this play, I'll tell you, there's the handoff
Oof.
to number 30. He's another big back. Number 30 is Deshaun Henderson. That's another one of their basketball players. I remember him. Just a huge post player, and you can see he's a big, powerful back as well. He got 6 on that play.
He's listed at 6'2", 3 bills.
I believe it. He's a big kid.
Yes.
And
That's
Katerion Owens, they list him 6'1", and they don't have his weight listed, but I bet he's at least 220 to 230.
Oh, yeah, at least.
Maybe bigger than that. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while, but
Big,
handoff
strong kid.
again to Henderson, and maybe a couple yards there. The official on this side has maybe 1 yard. The official on the far side got him a little further. Official on this side had a little better angle of it, and that's where they're going to get him maybe a couple yards on that play. So
I'm going to guess the Bluejays are probably in four down territory without a
Very
huge
possible.
loss here, tackle for loss or
Third.
something like that.
3rd and 1, a long one. Tried to get the Bulldogs off sides. Sikeston didn't bite. Charleston with 2 running backs right next to the quarterback in shotgun and a man in the slot.
It's an interesting.
Here comes Owens on the carry. He's going to have the first down and knocked out of bounds.
Tell you what, I like the design of that play. Man, you want to talk about putting your, what they call that, your big package in and
Jumbo
just
package or
yeah,
whatever.
jumbo. There we go, jumbo package, and just run that baby right over the right tackle.
I'll finish up what I was saying about
Oh,
Mauricio.
sorry.
He was a mile runner for me, and we had him in some other events
I thought
too.
you
but
said he was a mild runner.
mile or 1
Gotcha.
mile, 1 mile,
Gotcha.
30 or 1,600 meters, and improved. I'm telling you, he improved. He worked so hard, improved every single meet. He was running his best times every time he ran. He beat his personal best time.
Wow.
So I know what kind of competitor he is.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes Henderson up the middle. Picked up about 3. Bulldogs are saying there's a fumble, and it is a fumble. Bulldogs have it.
Rip it out
Is
of
that
there.
Gadberry with that fumble recovery? I couldn't tell if it's Gadberry or maybe Carter
I
Goodman.
was going to say maybe Carter. I didn't see Luke out there.
So I just saw a 4, and I think it was Carter Goodman.
Yeah.
Number 54 for the Bulldogs. He's kind of been a playmaker for the Bulldogs on defense. A couple interceptions this year. And
Yep.
comes up with those loose balls.
DJ was sitting here thinking when you were talking about running the mile, I think they used a clock for him. They always used a calendar for me when I ran the mile.
Oh. Pulling out the jokes early, aren't we?
I'm going to it quick.
We're a little early for it's only the first quarter here. Bulldogs have the ball in Blue Jay territory at the 49, right at midfield.
Mr. Allgood said he hadn't completed quite a mile yet. He's still working on it.
5 wide receiver set. Here comes, there's Gadberry on the keeper.
Going to be a shift. It's going to come back.
Penalty flag is going to wipe this one out, we believe. Gadberry with a nice run, about a 21-yard gain. And it is an illegal shift against Sikeston. Or maybe it's a legal formation. I'm not sure what that. I think it's shift,
Let's
though.
look at our little key at the bottom of it.
I can barely read it. I think it's a legal shift. 2 hands, illegal motion.
The legal motion is like the traveling.
No, the one hand is legal motion.
The one-handed chop.
So that was a legal shift, 5-yard penalty there.
I thought a legal motion was looked like the traveling call.
That the traveling call for basketball.
Right.
That encompasses a lot of penalties. There's many things that could be called with that. So first and 15 at the 46. Gadberry. Caden Craig in motion. Gadberry keeps again up the middle with a big gainer. He's going to have a first down easily.
Not a boy,
and
Luke.
That was a gain of about 20 again. First and 10, about the 35-yard line.
So let's pose a question about the coaches having a sleepover after the game.
Sikeston moving quickly. Gadberry out of the shotgun again. He's looking to throw. Throwing it deep
He's
to
got him
Caden
open.
Craig. Nice catch.
What a catch.
And they're going to give him a touchdown.
Oh, wow. I thought he came down short. What a pass.
36-yard pass.
Wow.
Gadberry, Caden Craig with that catch. Gadberry with a beautiful throw under pressure, I might add. Yeah, I'm like you, man. It looked like he may have come down about the 1, but we'll take it.
Hey, who am I to ever disagree with an official, Deej?
Exactly.
I've never, ever disagreed with an official.
It actually was decent coverage.
Yeah.
By the Charleston defensive player. He was right there, but he just kind of mistimed his jump, it looked like. Here comes Batista for the point after.
Whoa.
He's knocked it hard and through. So very quickly, 8:04 left in the first quarter, and Sikeston's ahead 10-0.
Wow.
You can see what kind of leg Batista has.
Man, he drilled that one.
And I know he's just a freshman, but I think he was perhaps penciled in for some varsity time on the soccer team until he got injured. I can't recall what kind of injury it was. For some reason, collarbone sticks out, but that may be incorrect. Is that correct?
It's collarbone.
Okay.
We're confirming the collarbone injury.
So he had a broken collarbone that knocked him out for several weeks. I believe he came back for the Cape game. That was his first action on the football field.
Yeah, and we thought we had a score, and it was no good. I think the officials missed it. Jeff and I could see very well from here. I think they missed it.
We have great vision up here.
We do have great vision. We both wearing glasses tonight.
You know, we've talked about it many times. When you have a kicker, I mean, what a weapon that is.
Oh.
That can, first of all, just convert extra points, but also field goals whenever you've got a third or fourth and long situation.
Do you remember? I know you do remember the game we had here in 2010 against Warrenton, and the reason they were able to stay in that game, they kicked 2 or 3 field goals.
Kicked 2 field goals.
2 field goals
in the first half.
Yeah, and they were able to. Oh,
he's going to pick it up at the 1. He mishandled the kick.
That was not a great decision.
And Sikeston coverage is all over it. Another great kick by Batista, causing some problems for the Charleston return man. And he looks a little shaken up from that. The return man is Shy Thomas for the Blue Jays. and he tried to field it off the bounce, but it went over his head, and he couldn't get control of it until he finally picked it up about the 1 yard line.
Yeah, I thought
His
looked like
feet were in the end zone.
That's what I was going to say. I guess the ball had not crossed the plane of the goal line, because then it would have been a touchback.
Yeah, touchback automatic. Even if you mishandle it, if it ball crosses the goal line, it's a touchback. So they're on the 6. Maybe if he gave it just an extra beat, it might have rolled in, but he wasn't going to chance it. So Charleston backed up again. Katarion Owens, the quarterback, man in motion. It's Tayshawn Clark in motion for the Blue Jays. And there's
Picked up some
Shy
nice
Thomas, the one who just had troubles on the kick return. Shy Thomas with that carry gets about 6.
Bulldogs can pull off another 3 and out here. It will be in terrific field position, because I wouldn't think Charleston at this point would try to go for it. I mean, if it's 4th and inches, maybe, but if it's 4th and 2 or 3, I don't think at that point you would try to do that.
Conventional wisdom would be a punt in that situation.
Yeah, on that far in the end zone, I don't think it would happen.
Charleston taking their time on this one. Play clock at 4. Tayshawn Clark in motion. Owens keeps it up the middle. He's got a little room. Gets the first down. And finally brought down about the 21-yard line. I believe it was Carter Goodman, one of the many Bulldogs that brought him down there. And he's a big enough kid. You need about every helmet you can get on him.
You better put a bunch of hats on him. He is a load.
So first down for the Blue Jays at the 21. Tayshawn Clark, another kid I know well, he played basketball for us in junior high in 7th grade. And then he moved over to, or transferred to Charleston following that season.
Notice the Kimball name on here, C.J. Kimball. Is that Blesson Kimball relation? I just happen to notice the name on the roster. I don't
know.
Whoa.
There's Shy Thomas with the carry.
Could tell.
It's about 4.
Couldn't tell that. Almost looked like a face mask or something there, because he jerked back really quick.
Yeah. So 2nd and 6. Tayshawn, talking about Tayshawn Clark. He's a great kid. I loved coaching him, and he was fun to be around. Always just bouncy and in a good mood. We hated to see him leave, but he's doing well for the Blue Jays. You'll see him on the basketball court as well.
Speaking of, well, I guess we won't speak of that right now.
Clark in motion, and he's going to get that handoff, trying to
Just
make a
blew
move.
that up.
He's brought down in the backfield.
Luke Gadberry blew that up.
Luke Gadberry quickly on the scene. And Clark, who we were just talking about, lost some yardage there, lost about 4.
The official tried to spin the ball. The other official and threw it straight up in the air. That's not really going to be very effective.
3rd and 10 now for the Blue Jays. 5:18 to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs ahead, 10-0. A quick turnover by the Blue Jays on their first snap. Set up the Bulldogs with a field goal. And then another fumble at midfield. The Bulldogs drove down, and a big pass play from Luke Gadberry to Caden Craig, the former quarterback, with that touchdown reception. Owens is throwing or looking to throw. He's trying to get rid of it, and he does get rid of it. Avoids the sack, but it's incomplete, and that will bring up 4th down. You can see how strong he is on that play, Matt.
They couldn't bring him
There
down.
was 2 or 3 men hanging on him. He still got the pass off, and he did avoid the sack, but it's still 4th down. Sikeston sending 2 men back to return.
Let's let them get this punt away and not hit the kicker and give them an automatic first down or something like that. We gotta make sure. Whoa!
High snap. He's got plenty of time to punt it away. Caden Craig. That's Trey Gorman.
Trey.
Excuse me. Trey Gorman makes a nice move, and he's going to be brought down.
Okay.
Ran a long ways,
making a lot of noise,
but
it's all right.
Charleston was able to corral him and get him down about the 41-yard line.
We got fantastic field position.
42-yard line, I think
Yeah.
we're going to put it. Yeah, good field position once again for the Bulldogs.
Tell you what, Luke can spin that thing I think you try to hit a home run here, don't you, Deej? First down.
Sometimes
I mean,
they call it sudden change. After a
exactly.
quick change of possession,
Mike-
go for a big hitter.
Mike Martz used to do that all the time when he was the OC with the Rams. I mean, with that loaded lineup,
He had some dudes.
He had some dudes. There's no doubt.
A few Hall of Famers in that lineup. 5 wide again. That's Kenneth Holcomb in motion. He's a freshman. Here comes Gadberry up the middle after the fake. And not much there.
Wow.
Maybe no gain or a short gain, but not much.
Still didn't bring him down.
Second, they gave him a short gain on it. It's still about 10. Gadberry takes the snap, hands off to Trez Clark. Trez with the run up the middle.
That's not quite a first down, Trez. It's close, but it's not quite.
And that was a gain of about 8. Trez Clark and Tayshawn, I believe, are cousins.
I did not know that.
I may be incorrect on that.
Let's keep these chains moving.
3rd and about 2, a long 2.
Did we talk about pink out, by the way?
Not
I guess
much.
we kind of mentioned.
Oh, there's a fumbled snap, but that's actually a break for the Bulldogs.
Boy,
The
what are you
penalty
talking
flag.
about?
So Sikeston's going to have a penalty, and that otherwise that would have been a long fumble.
Mm-hmm.
So an actual break for the Bulldogs that time.
It's not very often you can say there was a break on the team that committed the infraction.
You committed a penalty, and it actually worked out for you. Not very often. 3rd and about 8 now. Clock ticking away. 3:29 to go in the first quarter. Five wide once again. Here comes Craig in motion. Gadberry keeps. Nothing there. Sykes is going to be forced to punt.
You know, DJ, I was at the Mizzou-Kentucky game last Saturday.
It's a good game for the Tigers.
It was. Mizzou was down 14-0 after the first 2 possessions. Drive stalled, and they called a fake punt and threw a touchdown pass. So they actually scored on it. Just wonder if we've got something dialed up in here. Who's our – isn't Bo Riddle?
Bo Riddle probably is still the punter.
Yeah, and he's plenty enough of an athlete. I bet he can spin it a little bit.
He's going to punt away and gets off a decent one coming across the field.
Got a
nice
great,
Bulldog roll, and it goes out of bounds about the 26-yard line. I believe that's where he's going to spot it. Closer to the 25, actually. So pretty good punt there by Bo. 32 yards, I believe, on that punt. I saw some funny memes after that Mizzou win, and they list top quarterbacks in the SEC, and
listen, his quarterback rating, we were looking at it driving back to our hotel, and it was like 757 or something, because it was 1 for 1 and 45 yards or whatever it was.
We had the LSU quarterback, a couple other guys. You had Brady Cook way up there. Like 10th was the Mizzou punter. It was funny.
Well, I put a status on Facebook that
Clark on the carry here.
Our punter and our quarterback have the same amount of touchdowns tonight. So.
Late penalty flags. That's going to be on Charleston. Number 53 for the Bluejays. He was blocking Trey Gorman. Keyshawn Orr.
We'll back them up 15.
A little unnecessary roughness, I believe, is kind of what happened there. Clark had the carry. He gained about 3. But that's going to be wiped out with this penalty. That's going to be a 15-yarder. From the spot of the foul, too, I believe.
Ooh.
So it backs him way up.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's what they call a personal foul, probably.
Personal foul against the Bluejays. Second 20. 15-yard penalty.
Second and
maybe even 21.
I was going to say maybe 20.
Because that ball's a little further back.
Yeah.
Off, let's see, it's at about the 14, so it's about 2nd and 21.
Yep.
Clock still ticking, 2:10 to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs ahead 10-0. Charleston with a big penalty there. Let's see what they can dial up. Here comes Owens with a handoff, double handoff.
Whoa.
Going back to a flea flicker to Owens. He's going to try to hit Clark. He makes the catch. Pretty razzle-dazzle play there. They got a few yards out of it.
Wow.
They never did tackle him, but the
No.
whistle blew it dead. Picked up 5 on that play. I'm sure they wanted a lot more when you do that many things with it. Double handoff, then the flea flicker back to Owens. And apparently the Bulldogs, I wasn't looking deep, but apparently they had good enough
They
coverage
had it covered, yep.
to he went to the check down to Tayshawn Clark.
I would have guessed they had seen that on film, too, to sort
Very
of be
possible.
ready for that.
Very possible.
It's now 3rd and 19 or so.
Third,
15?
about 16.
16? Yep, sorry.
Bluejays with trips left. Owens rolling to his left, looking to throw, and he hits number 5. Short gain.
Great.
Number 5 is Caden Branham, 5'9" sophomore.
Great tackling there by the Bulldogs,
Good
if you
job.
noticed that time. They
Did.
gang tackled,
Picked up a couple, maybe.
several hats on that one,
Yeah.
and he was not going to.
They're swarming to the ball well.
Exactly.
And, again, I'm not really watching the secondary coverage, but it must be pretty decent because Owens is not launching these deep passes. He's just hitting his checkdowns. And Sikeston's defense is so far looking really stern. 28 seconds to go and counting. Charleston forced to punt. Another high snap. He's going to get this one off.
Oh! Just missed that
Trey
one.
Gorman on the catch at the 40. He's got a lot of
Come
room
on, Trey.
coming
Come on,
wide.
Trey. Come on, Trey.
Nice return by Trey
Okay.
Gorman.
All right. Great job. Great job. It's fantastic field position.
So let's see where they mark him at the 39. So 21-yard return. Trey Gorman caught that punt out of the air. It was more of a line drive. 21 yards on the punt return, and Sikeston is in business again at the Blue Jay 39.
Deeds, those line drive punts don't give your coverage much time
Right.
to get down there, and that's why those are typically have a pretty good return set up for them.
I mean, he had good distance on it, but you got to get a little more loft.
Right.
So
Hey, what that snap has quite the hump in it.
Yeah.
That's
And that may be something that Sikeston thinks about as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
You can bring some people to block.
Mm-hmm.
Keon Atkins in short motion there. Quick hitter to Daryl
Hey.
Jordan.
Hey.
A little, maybe, I'm not sure that was a full slant.
A slant-ish.
Almost looked like a little hitch.
Slant adjacent.
Short pass,
I
though.
like it. I like it.
Gain of about 8 to Daryl Jordan. He's been the top receiver the last couple weeks. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. So, good first quarter for the Bulldogs. They're up 10-0. And we'll be right back with the second quarter. We're back here at the start of the second quarter. Matt, as I look down at the Bulldog crowd, I see my good buddy Steve Addison and his kids wearing Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase jerseys.
Like it.
Knowing I'm a Bengals fan, I love seeing that. You don't see many Bengals jerseys
You
around
don't
here.
see many Bengals fans.
I have one. It's a Corey Dillon jersey from back in the day.
Man, that was back in the day.
Yep. So,
I bet you got an Icky Woods jersey somewhere, don't you?
I really wanted one. I don't have one, or a Boomer jersey.
Boomer. Yeah.
And before everybody says anything, I've been a Bengals fan my whole life.
You know what?
So-
if you stick with the Bengals, I'll give you credit.
And I stuck with them. They were the worst franchise in football for 20 years.
I was going to say, through the thick and thin, there's just been a lot of thin with them.
A lot of thin.
There's not been a lot of thick. That play was
A little reverse
blown
to
up pretty
Keon
quick.
Atkins, and they lost a bunch. Lost about 7 on that play. That'll bring up third down. Third and about 11 for the Bulldogs. Sikeston, remember we were talking earlier in the year, is a double white, double tight, double wing, and now it's complete spread, 5 wide. Not even a running back out there.
Well, got somebody that can spin that thing.
Luke throwing it
Ooh,
deep to Caden Craig again, and he caught it again.
What a
And he's in
yes,
the-
sir!
What a catch.
You know, that was almost like that underthrown when they come back and adjust to it. And the defender, if you notice, was just basically face guarding him.
Yep.
He didn't turn around to try to make a play on the ball. So the receiver, Caden Craig, made an unbelievable play, an adjustment on it, and adjusted to it and picked it up.
41 yards on that pass.
Wow.
And 2 long touchdown passes by Luke Gadberry
Atta
to
boy, Luke
Caden Craig,
Gadberry.
the former quarterback catching these passes.
Right.
He looks like a heck of a receiver.
Tell you what, I think we found our quarterback for next year, don't you, sir?
Well, he's a senior, isn't he?
Luke? No, I think
Luke's
he's
a junior.
Yeah, I was
Excuse
gonna
me.
say, I think he's a junior.
Charleston offsides there, and let's see if they were induced. And they were not, or they jumped offside, so they weren't induced.
My wife was, though, when she had Luke.
Oh, heavens. So Sikeston's,
We have gone off the rails, Deej.
Yep. Sikeston's going to look to go for 2 now with the kind of a half the distance to the goal. It's more on the 1.5 yard line now. Craig under center this time. He's going to go with the sneak, and he's in easily.
He's in.
2-point conversion will make it 18-0 with 11:17 to go in the second quarter. And this is something the Bulldog fans and those players out there and coaches have been craving this whole season, is just finishing off drives, having success,
Right.
and the defense making plays. The defense, I will say at times all year,
I thought
has
they've
been
looked
able-
pretty good. Yeah.
has all year long have been able to make plays, but the offense couldn't ever get it going, so they're right back out there.
Right.
It's tough.
Yep, I agree. I will say, Deej, we mentioned it a while ago. Tonight is the Pink Out game. That is to show our support, or the school, the team, the students, their support for breast cancer awareness. And they raised money, and they were talking about it at halftime. I didn't see how much they said they raised, but Mr. Henson and that crew, and say that again, Mr. Bud. $3,000 that goes to, I think, goes to the hospital for things in that department, and it's really, really great to see that, to be able to do that.
Kick by the Bulldogs. Once again, Batista with a low line drive kick. This one picked up at the 10. A lot of space. He's off from the races. One man to beat.
Mauricio. Oh, where's
Mauricio was the last.
flag? What was that?
Penalty flag comes in. Mauricio was the last man standing to stop him.
Looked like he pushed him out of bounds.
Let's see what the flag was. I could never get a number of the return man for Charleston. Oh, it's sideline infraction
For Charleston?
for Charleston.
They were on the field?
Infraction against Charleston.
Wow. You
I
don't
don't-
see that very often, especially on a kick return. My guess is an official ran into a Charleston player, is my guess.
Oh, I guess that's. I was going to say
And
I didn't see the play
It didn't-
interrupted.
It didn't impact the play, or that would be a more serious penalty.
Yeah.
So the play will stand, and the sideline infraction is usually, if I'm not mistaken, a warning on the first one. It happens again, it's 5-yard penalty.
I was going to say because it looked like Mauricio pushed him out of bounds.
Yeah,
Or am I-
and he was, or at least he disrupted him enough to get him out
right.
at midfield there. About 39-yard line. Charleston with their best field position of the night.
Well, we've seen a season full of interesting calls, and that was one that I haven't seen.
Sikeston's going to take time out here. Yeah, you don't see it much, but that's my guess on what happened. The
Yeah,
official's trying to
yeah.
run with the play,
Yeah,
and
sure.
he runs into a coach or a player. And yeah, it's just an immediate flag.
Yeah.
Montgomery Bank has 5 locations in southeast Missouri, 2 here in Sikeston, 2 in Cape, and 1 in Jackson, along with 5 in the St. Louis area. They're easy to find on
We'll stay with you during this timeout.
11:06 to go in the second quarter. Sikeston up 18-0. Just a quick recap of what's happened. Charleston's first play from scrimmage, they fumbled. Sikeston picked up the fumble. Rashida Bukadir with that fumble recovery. And Sikeston was not able to punch it in from inside the 10, but they did get a field goal from Mauricio Bautista. I believe it was a 31-yard field goal for Bautista, who's Sykes' newfound weapon out there as a kicker.
It is a weapon for sure.
Following another Charleston fumble, Luke Gadberry hit Caden Craig on about a 39-yard pass play. And then just moments ago, Luke Gadberry hit Caden Craig on a 41-yard pass play. So Sikeston ahead 18-0. Number 31 for the Blue Jays. That is, again, Shy Thomas, their main ball carrier so far this game.
He was running with some purpose there.
Yeah. Second and about 5. They're on the 34.
That's,
and there's 31 again. Shy Thomas running hard. He's hit hard, but he got about 4. That kick returner for Charleston, Vaughn Shepard, thank you. That was Jamarion Robinson on that kick return for the Blue Jays to set them up with this good field position.
3rd and 1, Blue Jays.
So 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd down.
Ball's at the just past the 30-yard line. 3rd and about a yard. Charleston going tight in this formation.
So say, it looks like, man, we are stacking that box too. There's 11 in the box here, and we're just.
I think we were quite certain they weren't throwing there.
Yeah.
But Owens with a quarterback keep bulldozing ahead. He picked up about 6 there.
Deeds last night, I don't know if you saw the big game between Porterville and New Madrid.
I did watch it.
I didn't see it, but I just heard, and basically, from what I understand, the running back took the direct snap and just ran behind
the entire game.
I mean, that's I mean, Kennett did that to us. If you remember the last couple of drives or whatever, and just said stop us, and we couldn't do it. And obviously, New Madrid couldn't do it last night.
It was unbelievable to watch because it was literally a formation that looked similar to this. Everything's tight, and the running back took the snap and just would run like exactly what Owens is doing here. And he got there's a late flag coming in. Owens got about 6 on that play. Let's see what the flag is.
Hold.
And it is a hold against Charleston. Those are killers if you're Blue Jays.
For sure.
Because you're rolling, you're moving the ball, and then you get a big holding penalty. But Jamarion Smith, if I'm saying the name correctly.
I think that's right.
That kid's a stud. That's the first time I've had a chance to watch him. I've never seen him in person, so I just watched him on the A-Corp broadcast. He's impressive. He looks like a collegiate back to me.
Wow.
I don't know. It's hard to tell, and no matter, just couldn't stop him. So it's hard to tell what level of collegiate material he is, but he could play somewhere, I'm telling you. I'm thinking SEMO at a minimum.
Really?
Yeah.
What year is he?
He's a senior, I think. He was tough. And Portersville's team is not – it's not a – pretty much a one-man show on offense as far as him carrying the ball. But they have people blocking. They're knocking people back.
Right.
Defensively, they shut out New Madrid, who's got all kinds of weapons. And that's just unbelievable, the defense they play. Charleston now with his 1st and 20. Here comes Owens again. He's just dancing around, trying to find some room, and he's got about 10 on that run.
Yep, right back to the original line of scrimmage.
You can see, even as big as he is, he's kind of nimble on his feet. He can make you miss a little bit. Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, Blue Jays.
I'm not sure exactly what Charleston's doing any different. Maybe they're just loading up one side, and we're not able to get much penetration up front, slow the runners down. Now they got nobody in the backfield. I'm not sure I would change that play calling.
Going with the spread. They do have a man in the slot. Here comes Owens with the run up the middle again. Lots of room this time.
Well,
he's kind of loose. He's going to try to go for the end zone. Just short. Comes up about the 1 yard line. Charleston's found something that's working. It's pretty much just big Katerion Owens take the snap and run. And it's working for the Blue Jays. Bulldogs, no answer so far, and they're first and goal at the 1. 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Here comes the Blue Jays with their, what we call the jumbo package, Matt.
Let's call it the jumbo.
Yep.
Oh,
Penalty
they moved.
flags.
I think they moved. Sure.
It was not a delay game. Illegal substitution is kind of what they're signaling. Let's see what they say. Is it on the Bulldogs? And it was against the Blue Jays. I thought they were pointing the Bulldogs' way. So that's an illegal substitution, another costly penalty. Nope, they changed it to the Bulldogs. So
Illegal substitution against Sikeston.
What?
So it doesn't change much defensively because you're still at the 1 or half of 1. Here comes Owens up the middle. He's hit.
Well, that was a good
Trying
stand
to
there.
Push his way in. He's not going to make it.
What do they call that now? Not the bush push. They call it the
Assisting the pile, or
what,
assisting the runner.
what was the nickname that they changed it from that to that? That started back when they essentially pushed Reggie Bush in the end zone, right?
Reggie Bush pushed Matt Leinart in the end
There we
zone.
go. There we go. That was
And
it.
they called it the Bush push.
I thought they now had changed that moniker to something else.
Not that I've heard.
Oh, okay.
So second and goal now at the 1. Owens with that keeper on that play. And if you're Charleston, do you just keep doing that, or you give it to Henderson, the big thunderback they have back there?
Yeah, they're
My guess
just
is
gonna
they
go.
would just try Owens again.
Yep.
Nope, they're going to hand it off to number 30. He's easily in there. That is, that is Henderson. I'm sorry. I thought it was a different player, but Henderson is the big 6'2", 300-pound running back. They may have the biggest backfield in the state of
That's
Missouri.
unbelievable.
6'2", 300, and again, I don't know Katerion Owens' weight, but I mean he's a big kid too, at least 230, I would think. So Charleston on the board with 7:45 left in the second quarter. 18-6 Bulldogs. Charleston's going to go for 2. They made Sikeston jump that time, so that'll make it a little easier. Half the distance to the goal, about the 1.5 yard line. Here comes Henderson again. He's easily in. 2-point conversion is good.
He would have scored in flag football there.
Yeah.
We didn't even put a pad on him.
18-8, Sikeston. Charleston found something that worked, and they stuck with it.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
Sikeston's going to have to figure that out. Like we were just talking about with the Portersville-New Madrid game, it seems simple enough. They're going to run the same play. Can you stop it? The answer last night was no.
Right.
Now
This just in.
Sikeston's going to be faced with the same deal here.
This just in. Portageville scored again.
I'd never seen in person or watching a local high school game a kid run for that many yards. It was, I think they said 430 something.
I was at the game where New Madrid played St. Genevieve.
I was there too.
Like in 2008.
Adam Schwint?
Yeah.
That was 02 or 3, somewhere in there.
No, it was later than that. It was
Adam Schwint, because it was against Vaughn Shepard's team. It was that group.
Coney Ely was in that group, right?
No, that was before all that.
I don't know, but when we got back in the vehicle, we turned the radio on, and the St. Gen radio announcers were saying, well, let's go over this. You know, they had like 500 or 600 yards, and they scored 50 points, and they said, well, but we gave up 800 or whatever it was.
Oh, you're thinking
that
of,
game.
You're
I'm sorry.
thinking of a different game.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was thinking of the game that St. Gen won.
Oh, yeah, no.
And Adam Schwint was the running back.
Oh,
he had
I'm
like
sorry.
370
Yeah.
that game.
No. This was in like 08.
Yeah.
Or something.
You're talking about a game that was like 70-50 or
Oh,
something.
and I think one punt the whole night or something. I mean, it was
You call it defense optional game?
defense optional. It was insane.
So Vaughn just texted me 2003. Now, again, I was thinking of a different game than you were thinking.
Gotcha.
But yeah. So and Vaughn texted me about this. Jamarion Smith said he saw the game last night. He was there in person. He's a true D1 back, and
Wow.
he thinks he's a different level.
Wow.
He's on another level now. I could see he is tough.
Mm-hmm.
He is, and defensively too. He was making plays defensively.
Mm-hmm.
And they were putting some hard hits on those New Madrid kids.
I heard they folded some of their players up a couple times on some swing passes. Goodness
Here
gracious.
comes a penalty for sure. That's Trez Clark on the carry. Oh, yeah, Jadis Jones, you know how big and strong that kid is. They would throw the pass to Jones, and he would just get lit up by these Portersville defensive players. And
tell you what.
made it tough.
Jadis Jones is an impressive physical specimen, and
He's a big target.
and to put that sort of
it impacted
on
the
him.
game because they couldn't even really get him the ball. They contained B.J. Williamson enough. I mean, he could really get loose. Yeah, they're impressive, and I think they're Class 1. Isn't that right?
I think they're 1 or 2. That's right.
So, I mean, they look like a team that could contend. Here comes
Whoa.
looks like it's going to be a throw. Is that Cart? No, it's Kenneth Holcomb with the pass. And that one's incomplete.
They had that one sniffed out pretty good.
Halfback pass there. Holcomb going for Caden Craig, but he was actually double covered. They're double covering Craig now. Or they had the play sniffed out and knew what was going on.
It's like Sikeston called timeout.
Sikeston timeout, 7:32 to go in the half. So we're going to take a quick break and talk about this. We'll be right back. And we are back here. Sikeston with the timeout. Talked about what they want to do. 2nd and 15. Bulldogs leading 18-8 with 7:32 to go in the second quarter. Cadbury out of the shotgun.
Bulldogs need to pick up a first down here on this drive, and they're going in reverse here again.
Bluejays with a little momentum now. They just scored. Now the Bulldogs are going backwards. Now 3rd and 16. A handoff to Holcomb. Sikeston may have to dial up another big pass play. Let's see if they, because Bluejays are now shading Caden Craig.
Right.
They're going to have to find another option. Daryl Jordan, of course, was the big receiver last week.
Is he? Oh, yep, Daryl's in there.
So 3rd and 16. We did see the Bulldogs run Gadberry on a draw earlier that got some big yards. He's going to look fake to Clark. Here comes Daryl Jordan. That pass broken up. There is a penalty flag down.
Yeah, he was holding him all the way down the field. Maybe that's what they're going to call.
Could be a defensive holding.
Or PI,
or a
as they
pass
say.
interference. Either way, Sikeston will get another play here.
If you'll notice, it looked like almost Charleston was playing like cover 2, and Luke, and I know he's relatively new to that, but he'll have to look off that safety because he just about picked that off.
So that was a 10-yard penalty. That makes it a little easier here. Now, college and NFL, those are automatic first downs.
I was just going to say, those are typically automatic first downs, and that was what I was describing last week when I remember a game we played at Hillsborough in the playoffs, and they kept getting the whatever, and it was not an automatic first down.
They
It was
changed that.
Yeah.
It used to be, but they changed that.
They're dialing up the pressure here.
3rd and about 5. 6:41 to go in the half. It's a big play for both teams.
It is. Get another score before we go into halftime here.
Clark with the handoff. He's going backwards. So that's
Oh!
he somehow got loose. He's still on his feet.
Wow.
I cannot believe he broke
Holy
through that.
moly.
It looked like he was nearly out of bounds or tackled. And somehow he tiptoed the sideline and was able to – did he get the first? Maybe they stepped out. They did get the first. So he did step out of bounds, but he got the first down.
That's tell you what, that is a big set of downs there when the Bulldogs got behind the markers, and all of a sudden it was 2nd and 15 or whatever, and then a big pickup. Well, it was a penalty, which helped. And, you know, the Charleston coaching staff is probably frustrated with that. We've seen that happen to the Bulldogs this year too.
Well, as you said, I mean, here comes Gadberry with the draw, trying to get a little bit. He got a couple.
Picked up 2 or 3.
But as you said, a defensive holding it's different from pass interference because the holding is occurring before the pass is thrown.
I guess that's okay.
But it's impeding the route.
Right.
And, I mean, who knows? Jordan may go over and catch that ball if he's not getting held on the route. So it's a crucial penalty. That's why they give them automatic first downs in the pros and in college, because it totally impedes the route.
Right. And it looked like it was doing the same here, but I realize it's a different set of rules and different set of infractions. Daryl Jordan, they've got him listed at 5'10". He certainly looks a lot bigger than that.
He looks a little bigger than that, doesn't he? Here comes Atkins.
Keon.
He's got him by the jersey. Atkins can't get loose. Number 22 brings down number 22.
Yeah.
That's Ticarius Ferris, if I'm saying that correctly. And he brought down Keon. No gain on that play. Timeout, it looks like.
Who called timeout?
Looks like. Oh, excuse me. I did not see a flag.
Flag on the play.
I still don't see the flag on the field, but we're going to get a personal foul against Charleston, another huge penalty.
Personal foul against the Bluejays.
Those are killers, Matt. You get a defensive stop, no gain, and then you get a 15-yard penalty. We've seen Sikeston do that this year, and they've just been killers. And now Charleston is committing those penalties.
I've just been informed, Deej, by faithful viewer and good friend David Terrell. It's called the tush push now.
Oh, goodness.
There was another word.
I've not heard that one. Bush push forever. One of my least favorite Irish games in history.
Well, all I know is that my Buckeyes beat the Irish earlier this year. Quite outstanding fashion.
That was disappointing, but it's not my least favorite. Pass to nice catch.
Oh, he caught it. They gave it to him.
Bo Riddle with a beautiful catch. That was pretty good coverage.
Yes, it was.
And Riddle was able to somehow
what a nice play.
keep his concentration and hold on to the ball. So another first down for the Bulldogs. Gadberry is really throwing some nice passes.
Have a game, Luke Gadberry.
But, I mean, and on top of that, his receivers are catching them. I mean, these are not easy catches.
No, these aren't like, as I refer to them as 5-yard outs or little drag route or slant. These are some 15-yard outs or more.
So Bulldogs on the drive. They're at the 14.
Oh!
Bad snap.
Just fall on it.
You got to fall on it. You got it. So
that's what
Gadberry's
you
able
got
to recover.
Gosh. Oh.
Several yards lost on that, so it goes from the 14 to about the 32. 18-yard loss on that snap.
Well, Deeds, at this point, I think you have to I mean, obviously you want to try to pick up a first down, but I think you got to try to get as much yardage back as you can and maybe set up Mauricio for a field goal.
Clark in motion. Handoff immediately hit. Is that Craig on the run there? He was hit quickly. 53, Kashandre Orr is one of those in the tackle for the Blue Jays.
Seems to be, right now, who's going to make the least errors.
Yeah, well, we talked about Charleston's mistakes with penalties. That's a critical mistake by the Bulldogs. You're down at the 14, first and 10, and then a bad snap. So now you're looking at 3rd and 30.
You think they've got a section in the playbook for a 3rd and 30, Deej?
Your best hope here is just launch one. Maybe you get lucky, get a pass interference, or maybe you catch it and get field goal range. Quick pass to Jordan. He dropped it. So that'll be 4th down. Sikeston's going to have to punt. I guess they could go for it from here, but
14, Gerald Jordan pass incomplete. 4th and 30, Bulldogs.
I think the thinking here is, I mean, if they pick up a few yards, they're tackled, they turn it over on downs and probably give them a little worse field position.
it looks like they are going to try to go for it. Your best hope, if you come short of 30 yards, is hope there's a penalty on Charleston.
Right.
He's going to look to throw a bomb to
Oh!
Bo Riddle.
Oh, my gosh.
Pretty nice play. But it's as good as a punt.
It is. It is. It got it down to the 10.
Yep.
Great play. Great pass.
Actually, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was a great route, great pass, and great catch.
Yep.
And, again, like you just said, hopefully you get enough yards that it resembles a punt. And that's kind of what happened.
That's exactly what happened. Pretty good game management there, I'll have to agree. Although said they got it on the 6, or excuse me, the 11.
So 3:47 to go in the half. Charleston's got a long ways to go.
And short time to get there.
Short time to get there. Here comes Trey Gorman on the field late. Let's see. I'm not sure what kind of big playability Charleston has. I know Clark can run.
Mm-hmm. Like they're content to try to run this. Trey Gorman kept contained there, if you notice that, Deeds, and turned him back into traffic, which is key to that.
Jamarion Robinson on that carry. He's 5'7", 140 senior.
Number 21, Jamarion.
Smaller back, but he's got some shiftiness to him.
Charleston has all 3 of their timeouts, and we're under 3:30 and counting.
They're not in a total hurry here.
No, they don't look like their sense of urgency is not quite what mine would be.
They are pretty deep in their own territory. Here comes Owens. He's running wide. Sikeston doesn't have anybody out there, and he's going to have a first and out of bounds.
We just lost contain. We just talked about that, and we lost contain there and did not turn him back to the inside, turn him back toward the traffic, and he was allowed to get the corner and picked up, 10, 15 yards on that play?
Well, he got out of bounds as well. That
stops the clock. That's the other side of it.
So the ball at the 29.
2:58 remaining.
So Charleston's now out of kind of deep in their own territory a little bit. They may speed up a tad with 2:58 to go.
Not under the shadow of the goalpost anymore.
Hand off to Robinson up the middle. He's got a little space and gets hauled in. Just a gain of 2. I couldn't see. Somebody got their mitts on him.
Slowed him up, and like a couple others made the tackle as well.
May have been number 6, Andrew Green, with one of the tacklers in there. He's one of the Bulldogs' leading tacklers this season.
Having a fantastic year.
Clock's ticking away. Charleston, they're still not in a big hurry.
2:30 and counting.
16 on the play clock, and they're letting it roll down. Man in motion. Owens keeps. Up the middle, gains only a couple.
At this point, Deej, I guess I'm like you. I'm not necessarily a defensive coordinator. Now looks like Charleston called timeout. Yeah. I think you have to start getting some of your backers in there to sell out for a run. I mean, because have they thrown a pass tonight?
Not much. The only passes they've really thrown are a little short. He looks long, and he's hit those little
that's right.
check
That's right.
downs.
They have thrown a couple of check downs. But I think you almost have to just sell out for that run to stop this thing. I mean, I don't.
Well, the clock is in your favor if you're Sikeston. It's 2:11 to go.
Field position is in good favor.
Field position's in your favor. You hate to sell out for the run and they throw one over the top of you. And at this rate, they're just getting small chunks. Even if they get a first down, the clock is ticking away. They're still 60-something yards away.
They've got 2 timeouts remaining, and the 2-minute warning, right?
Yeah, the 2-minute warning. So
Deej, let me give a quick shout out to all the guys that are watching that have been kind of giving us texts. Jim Gadberry, that'd be Luke's uncle, David Terrell, Levin Cox, Rod Anderson, Blake DeWitt, Matthew Gadberry. I don't know if Krogstrom's been sending me messages. I'm not sure if he's here or if he is at home.
On my phone,
So
Vaughn
thanks for
Shepard,
watching, guys. Thanks,
Vaughn
Vaughn.
Shepard, Alan Sheeter, there's a couple guys who've been watching
Yeah, thanks, guys.
on my end. Here's Owens with a handoff. This one to, I believe it was Thomas, 31.
I thought that was
Shy Thomas.
yeah, that's what exactly.
Number 31, Shy Thomas.
He
There we
did
go.
not get a first. It's going to be 4th and 1. What does Charleston want to do? It's 1:55. The clock is ticking. Looks like they're going to try to.
I was going to say, I think they're Owens is still on the field. I think they're going to.
They just had a change of personnel. So, they're going to do a measurement maybe?
Oh, yep. Official timeout for the measurement. Yep.
So maybe Charleston is going to go for this.
I can't see the football, so I have no clue. Luke Gadberry says it's 4th down.
Yeah, I think that's more wishful thinking. It is a little
Yep,
short.
It's a little short.
About a football length short.
I'm certain they're going to go for it. I couldn't imagine not. Kyle Alcorn's now watching. Mr. Byler just told me we've got several million watching. There's no way I'll be able to name all them tonight.
Are we drawing more than Monday Night Football these days?
Seems to be. We're up on Sunday Night Football now. Just a few baseball scores here, Deej. The Astros are up over the – they beat the Rangers, and they now lead the series 3-2. They were down 2-0, right?
I don't like the Astros.
I'm not a big fan. Yeah, I know. And the D-backs are – oh,
That'll be a first down for Charleston. Sikeston jumped. Charleston was just – I don't even know if they were going to snap the ball. They looked like they were just kind of going a hard count, and they got Sikeston to jump.
Looks like the Diamondbacks are up 1-0 in the bottom of the third over the Phillies. That series is 2-1 as Philadelphia leads.
I don't like D-backs either. They're in my division. They shouldn't even be in the playoffs.
Well, I've been corrected. The Gadberries, the other uncles of Luke, which would be, or the other uncle, which would be Matthew, and his lovely bride, Tandle, they are listening, not watching.
Owens looking to throw over the middle. Got a man.
Speaking of not
Gain of
throwing.
15.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got it backwards. They were watching, not listening. Did I say listening?
Byron Jones on that reception. And it's 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 41. So 1:29 to go.
I feel like you're not paying attention to me, Deej.
I am. I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to do two things at once here. Clock is ticking. 1:21 to go. And hand off to
Looked like slow motion.
Robinson that time. And they're going to call timeout again. So that is Charleston's second timeout. No gain on that play, so 2nd and 10. So Charleston's just little by little, they're marching down the field. 1:11 to go in the half. They have one timeout left. Now it's getting a little more antsy here for your Bulldog defense.
Yeah. Definitely getting a little more dire here, so to speak.
Shout out to the makers of the coach's PJs.
See the bums and the cheerleaders all with their pink out
with the pink
shirts. Some of the players on the field with some pink decorative things, pink socks and whatnot.
Right. Sometimes I thought the officials would have some, or maybe am I thinking basketball? They have a pink
They used
whistle.
to have
or
the pink
something.
whistles.
Yeah, That's okay. That's what I was.
And maybe
remembering.
they do. I just can't see their.
It's hard to see from
They
here.
look black from here, but I know in basketball they do that in February, isn't it? And they do the pink whistles.
I won't swear, Deej. And then I noticed the breast cancer sign there, or the emblem around the 20-yard line on the south end.
So here we are back at it. 1:11 to go in the half. Charleston driving into Bulldog territory. The ball's at the 40. 2nd and 8 or 9. Owens is going to be wrapped up.
Good tackle.
by
Just
the
hang on to
Bulldogs.
him. There we go.
There,
Oh,
they
good tackle.
Finished him off. That was Demarius Brown,
Great tackle.
who had him held up for a long time.
Tell you what, that was a fantastic play to hold him up.
Definitely.
Looks like Demarius. He's
Brown.
coming off. Oh,
He
did his helmet get knocked
probably
off?
lost his helmet, but he's pretty excited about
he
the play.
is. That's a great play,
And rightfully
Demarius.
so. That's a nice
yes, sir.
play.
Yes, sir.
Just strap that helmet up a little tighter.
Yep.
Because they need him on the field. There's 40 seconds ticking. Owens looking deep. No, he hits the short man, and he gets out of bounds.
Now it's 4th and
Pass complete to number 2.
5 or something.
It's going to be 4th.
4th and 4.
4th and 4 maybe. 32 seconds to go in the half.
Charleston with the timeout and Sikeston with the timeout. Well, maybe they're probably closer to 5 now.
Alan Cheater watching with another former Bulldog, Brian Manley, in Paducah, Kentucky.
Yeah.
They're-
Hey, see,
they're
we're
new-
worldwide, baby.
Their new residents. Timeout Sikeston. So Bulldogs are going to think about this.
I think we're probably just going to go through some scenarios of what could happen, make sure we don't jump, stay on side.
Don't jump would be number 1 in my book right now.
Right. Don't just give them a first down. Make sure we're tackling. It's kind of like dialing up giving them the sign for the 3-run homer, right?
Yeah.
Don't you have
Give
that?
them that sign.
Yep.
So Charleston with 1 timeout of their own left. Sikeston just used their last. 4th and 4 for the Blue Jays. Ball is on the 35, Sikeston's 35, with 32 seconds to go.
All right, Bulldogs defense. Let's go here. Let's get off the field. Turn this thing over. I would say we would probably just take a knee and get to halftime, do you think? Or do you think you don't want to pull a Popper Bluff? Remember when they tried to end one and threw a pick and C.J. Council ran it back? Pick 6, last play of the game. And, of course, it's not the last play of the game, but.
Let's see what happens here. So Owens sends a man in motion. Owens is going to roll. He's going to look to throw. He does have the first down.
Wow.
Hits Caden Branham on that play. Nice little play, actually.
It really was.
They needed 4 to the marker, and they got about 7. So pretty well executed. That gets them the first down. 28 seconds to go. They got out of bounds to boot.
That was a big key. They were very headsy play. Got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Ball's now at the 29. Fresh set of downs for the Blue Jays. Owens has got some moxie to him. You can
looks
tell
like he
that
does, yeah.
He's very much poised back there. He's going to run it again, trying to get some blocking. He's going to be pushed out of bounds.
That's a good job there.
Just a short gain. May have been Trey Gorman that got him out. I couldn't really tell.
They did stop the clock, but the best thing they did was they strung that out.
Vic Moore was kind of in on that play, as was Xavier Jackson.
And they basically no gain on the play, and they burned, 5 seconds of clock? Yeah. The best case scenario, though, was to tackle them in bounds, but let's get them out of bounds. Let's get them stopped as well. So not super picky.
Snap. Owens looking to the end zone. He's got a man open, and the ball's caught inside the 5.
Whoa.
That was Tayshawn Clark on the catch.
Isaiah said he ripped it out of there, but they're giving him the catch. Whoa.
So ball is at the 4. First and goal at the 4. 16 seconds to go. And now they got, clock's ticking. Did he start the clock? So Charleston may not be aware the clock's ticking, and they're going to call their final timeout. I did not realize he caught the ball in bounds.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't think Charleston realized it, or they would have called an immediate timeout. Because I think it was 15 seconds or 16 seconds.
Does the clock not stop on a first down?
It does briefly.
But they kick, he got it going again. Yeah, you're right. I don't think Charleston paid any attention to that or noticed.
Yeah, I didn't notice it either. I was just kind of, for some reason, I thought he was out of bounds.
Well, he ended up out of bounds, but they tackled him inbounds, yeah.
So some other folks that are watching, Wayne and Allison Sheets. Allison Sheets is former Allison Hawes, a former head cheerleader and a former Miss Sikeston, class of 91.
Yep.
They're watching from Farmington, Missouri.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've had a chance to spend some time with Allison and Wayne over at Cheater's household. They're great folks to be around, fun to be around. Wayne is one of the coaches, I believe. Don't kill me, Wayne, if I say this wrong. One of the coaches for North County football.
Oh. Well, he's not watching tonight, is he?
He may not be coaching anymore.
Oh,
if he's
okay. I was
watching
going to
tonight.
say, yeah.
He was one of the coaches. Okay, here's a big play. No timeouts left for Charleston. Owens has got a lot of space.
Oh, nice
He's
tackle.
short.
Trez Clark.
And the clock
what
is
a
gonna
nice
run
play.
out. And that's it.
They are out of timeouts. What a nice play, Trez
Beautiful
Clark.
job.
Unbelievable.
I swear, it looked like he was going
I
to get
thought he
around
was
the
in.
edge.
Yeah. Trez Clark's just shot through there and made a great, just a shoestring tackle, as you would say, Deej. Just stopped the whole thing. What a big play.
That's a huge momentum shift for the Bulldogs going into the half. Charleston had really swiped the momentum. They really took control during that second quarter, the second half of the second quarter. So Sikeston now with an 18-8 lead going into the half.
Man.
We have a 20-minute halftime, and the Bulldogs will be receiving the kickoff for the second half. So Sikeston feeling pretty good. Charleston kind of saunters off. So you can kind of sense the emotions of both teams after that play. So we'll take a break for the half. It's a 20-minute half. We'll see you in a little while.
The drum major is Madeline McCord. This past Saturday, the band performed at the Southeast Missouri Band Directors Association marching competition. They placed first in class in the parade competition and received caption awards, earning the highest scores in marching, music, drumline, and color guard. Their score in the parade competition was the highest of all 13 in all classes. The band will perform music from the movies of the 80s. They'll begin with The Power of Love from Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, and then perform Danger Zone from Top Gun. Drum major Madeline McCord, is your band ready? You may take the field in exhibition. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we want to recognize our senior band members. These students have worked very hard and have become strong leaders in this band program and will be surely missed. We begin with Octavia Fullwood. Octavia is the daughter of Veronica Lane. She is also accompanied by her stepdad, Jamal Gibson. Octavia plays the flute and is a member of the Color Guard. She is taking a solo to contest. She is also a calendar girl for the Miss Sikeston pageant. Octavia plans to attend college and become an entrepreneur. Ladies and gentlemen, Octavia Fullwood. Next, Aubrey Hooten. Aubrey Hooten is the daughter of Heather Myrie and Sean Goodnight and the late Matt Hooten. Aubrey plays the clarinet and is a member of band council. Aubrey has been a member of symphonic band and was selected for honor band last year. She is working towards becoming a CNA by April while doing an apprenticeship in local nursing homes. Aubrey plans to attend a four-year university to major in aerospace engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Aubrey Hooten. Next, Parker Jackson. Parker is the son of Angie and Tim Jackson. Parker plays the trumpet, serves as section leader, and is on band council. He plays lead trumpet in jazz band and has been in both hours of band for the last 2 years. Parker plans to attend a university to study cybersecurity. Once again, Parker Jackson. Next, Sam Lancaster. Sam Lancaster is the son of Jay and Camille Lancaster. Sam plays the alto saxophone. He's been selected to all-district band, all-district jazz band, and is a member of band council. Sam has participated in both district and state solo and ensemble, earning a gold medal at district and a silver medal at state. This Thanksgiving, Sam will be performing in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York with the Macy's Great American Marching Band. Sam plans to attend a military service academy or ROTC at a university after graduating high school. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Lancaster. Next up, Madeline McCord. Madeline is the daughter of Ginger and Keith McCord. Madeline plays the bari saxophone and is a drum major. She has also served as a section leader for 2 years and is a member of the band council. She has also performed at solo and ensemble contests. Madeline plans to attend Missouri State University and earn a degree in communications to become a journalist. Ladies and gentlemen, Madeline McCord. Next, Austin Moore. Austin is the son of Dana Moore. Austin plays the sousaphone in marching band and tuba in symphonic band. He was a member of the all-district band in the junior high and is also participated in honor band. After graduation, he plans to attend Cape Votech to get an associate's degree in HVAC engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Moore. Now please welcome senior Jolene Nguyen. Jolene is the daughter of Quinn and Deborah Nguyen. Jolene plays the French horn, and Jolene plans to attend college to become a medical surgeon. Ladies and gentlemen, Jolene Nguyen. Now please welcome Mackenzie Pigg. Mackenzie is the daughter of Danielle and Jimmy Irwin and Stephen Pig. Mackenzie plays the flute in concert band. She has had the privilege of competing in large group contests every year of high school. Mackenzie plans to attend a 4-year university and pursue a degree in business. Ladies and gentlemen, Mackenzie Pig. Next, please welcome Allison Smith. Allison is the daughter of Elizabeth and Dwayne Smith. Allie plays the trumpet and is a member of the Color Guard. Allie is the Color Guard captain. Allie plans to attend Renaissance Beauty Academy to pursue her career in cosmetology. Ladies and gentlemen, Allison Smith. Now please welcome Caitlin Smith. Caitlin is the daughter of Sharon and Zach Smith. Caitlin plays the trumpet. She is also in jazz band and has been awarded the Instrumentalist Musicianship Award. After graduating, Caitlin plans to be a trauma nurse. Ladies and gentlemen, Caitlin Smith. Next, Allie Stroud. Allie is the daughter of Jill and Eugene Stroud. Allie plays the clarinet, and she also plays in the jazz band and has been awarded the Leadership Award. Allie is in the process of earning her CNA certification and plans to attend Southeast College of Nursing and study sonography. Ladies and gentlemen, Allie Stroud. Next up, Finley Stroud. Finley is also the daughter of Jill and Eugene Stroud. Finley plays in the percussion section and is the section leader. Finley has been in jazz band for 5 years and is a member of the drum line that earned Best Drum Line at Southeast Missouri Band Association marching competition for the past 2 years. Finley plans to attend a 4-year college to pursue a bachelor's degree in biology or biomedical sciences and minor in criminology to become a forensic pathologist. Ladies and gentlemen, Finley Stroud. And our final senior this evening, Zachary Yant. Zachary is the son of Angie and Eric Yant. Zachary plays the baritone, serves as a section leader, and is on band council. Zach performed at solo and ensemble contests, earned a gold medal at district level and silver medal at state contest. Zach plans to attend SEMO to earn a bachelor's degree in forensic science. Ladies and gentlemen, Zachary Yant. As is the tradition at Sikeston High School, the senior band members will finish by performing our school song, Alone. As they come together to perform the Red and Black, ladies and gentlemen, one big round of applause for our senior band members.
You gotta shake your hand like a man, man. There you go. What you mean I can't dance? You ain't hear it? I like that too. It's all baby. Ooh. Ethan, you want my knee? All baby. Dude, it's fucking fucking. I'm a minute. Ow. Kick return, kick return. Kick return, kick return.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Sikeston High School dance team, Cushman, Kiaria May, Amaya Hamilton, Tanea Lee, Leah Lumen, Anijah May, Madison Jefferson Patterson, Michaela Prentice, Madison Sanders, McKinney McClellan.
And we are back for the start of the second half. Derek James, Matt Tanner on the call. Sikeston leading 18-8. Charleston will be kicking off.
Looks like they're lining
to
up.
The Bulldogs.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to hit this little onside kick again. Better go get it. Oh, it didn't go 10 yards. Okay, well.
Well, Bulldogs did not have to touch it.
I was just going to say.
But did they recover it? And I think they did.
I think they did, but
yeah.
you don't. Yeah, I was going to say it's an infraction.
It's an interesting spot. I thought they touched it all the way a couple yards further up. But, I mean, it's tough because you don't know. It may bounce that extra yard or two. And
right.
It's dangerous to dive in there like that. And you don't have to. But Sikeston will have possession in Charleston territory. Well, they are. See, that's what I said, Matt. I thought they touched it a little further up. So, yeah, about exactly where I thought. About 3 or 4 yards further than what they had it.
Yeah, about the 53 or so.
Yeah. So we're at the 46. Cadbury, there's a double handoff. But it's not even going to count. Well, actually, they could probably decline this penalty if it's on the Bulldogs. It is on the Bulldogs. Another illegal shift. They've done that a few times tonight. That is probably going to be declined. It is. So
Yeah.
a loss of about 7.
See, that's what I don't understand. Why
play.
is that not a dead ball foul? Just like false start or illegal procedure or whatever the technical name is. But why is that not a dead ball foul? I just don't understand.
We tried to figure it out that one night. I don't think we ever did.
In every other football association in the world except for NFHS, that's a dead ball foul.
Cadbury out of the shotgun. He gives to Trez Clark. Trez trying to get around the edge.
Oh,
He's got a
nice.
think space. Nice cutback. He's still on his feet.
Oh,
Whistle
they didn't blow the whistle.
Yep, keep going till that whistle blows.
I think I got the number right. Demarius Williams had what's called a kick-out block. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Right on the when Trez turned that back up, Demarius just pancaked his guy and sprung him for another few yards. You're right. I don't think they blew the whistle dead.
No, because I think when
he was on
got,
top of the
quote,
player,
tackled, he landed on top of another
Right.
player. You're not technically down till you are on the grass.
That's
but he
correct.
picked up about 9 there, and it's now third and 9. Excuse me. Kenneth Holcomb coming in motion. Fake to him. Gadberry's looking deep. He's got Jordan, and he overthrows.
Tell you what, that must have been the play, but
Yep.
Holcomb kept going on that route, that little, what they call it, wheel route. He was wide open.
Yep. Maybe something to kind of look back on in the as the game progresses. And Jordan, he was throwing to Jordan regardless. He was double covered.
He was.
And it wouldn't have happened even if the throw was on the money. Probably would have been intercepted. So 4th down. Sikeston caught a break recovering that onside kick, but they're going to have to punt this ball.
So Luke's the up back. You might, I don't know, 4th and 9. I don't know that that's a reasonable.
Bill Riddle just gets it away under pressure. Nice bounce. Charleston's going to field it, and he's going to be wrapped up by Carter Goodman.
Yeah, really, really nice coverage there.
Tayshawn Clark on that return.
Tell you what, they have come really, really close to blocking a couple of punts tonight. I'm not sure we're missing somebody because he just came through the line untouched and just about got a fingertip on that. Got another viewer there, another Gadberry watching, Miss Brianna Gadberry.
Could be Brianna too.
Yeah, be Luke's cousin.
Brianna's
I'm sorry, be Luke's
brother.
Yeah,
or excuse me, sister.
I was
brother
like,
and
wait
sister.
a minute, yeah.
Brianna's
What am I doing here?
teaching
She's
at
in Jackson.
What's
Yeah.
she doing up there?
I
She needs
don't
to be
know.
down here. At
She's
Sikeston.
got the red and black right, but she needs
Yeah.
to be here in Sikeston. I don't know what's going on.
But I've known Brianna many years.
Yep,
and
yep, I have too. I
know
know.
her mom many years.
Yep, and Luke's grandfather, I saw him. Brianna, you said they were home watching. Well, I just saw CL sitting in the bleachers when I was down getting something to drink at halftime. So maybe he ditched watching the game on YouTube and came to check it out in person.
Pickup of about 2 or 3 on that play. Blue Jays have had terrible field position all night long.
Yep.
And a lot of that is attributed to Sikeston's kicking game.
Special teams, special teams,
Yep.
special teams.
Bo Riddle on the punts and Mauricio Bautista with the kicks.
Yep.
2nd and 7. Owens out of the shotgun. He's going to run it right up the middle. He's got a few yards, but it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, if you notice their deeds, they're getting a tremendous push with their offensive line. And there are Owens and the other ball carriers are 3 and 4 and 5 yards up the field before we're getting anybody to put a hat on them.
Yep.
And that's why it's successful because we're not cutting those. We're not getting any sort of penetration from our defensive line. So it's got to start there. They always say it's one in the trenches, right?
Mhm.
And so we got to get a push there.
Sikeston only has a 3-man front on the line with, it looks like, 4 or 5 linebackers.
Mhm. Straight.
Owens just pretty much a sweep, and he's going to be close.
Yep.
It's right at the sticks.
I think he's a hair short, but I'm going to bet they're going to go for it. I don't. I mean, they've had tremendous success with that direct snap to the quarterback and just take it off running with it.
Owens slow getting up. He's
Ooh.
checking his hamstring area.
It is I guess it's not really a wildcat because he's your quarterback, but
Yeah.
he's essentially like a running back there.
They want the
Yeah, they're going to.
Play clock reset to 25, I think. They're trying to get.
Well, they snapped it anyway.
And
Gosh,
up the
we had-
middle, and that was Henderson, I believe, on that carry. And they did get that first down.
Number 30, Sean Henderson, first down, Bluejays.
Well, we had a little push that time.
What an option you have
Oh.
with Owens and Henderson on short yardage situations. I mean, it's tough to stop those guys if you just need a yard or two.
I mean, now they've got Henderson lined up on basically like a tight end or a tackle over here. Right?
Owens
it
throws
needs
over
to
the
be
middle. That was a dangerous throw to
Mhm.
Tayshawn Clark. Sikeston had red defenders, red jerseys everywhere.
That was kind of floating and
Yeah. Sikeston not getting much pressure on him. I don't think they brought anybody that time. And that's why the coverage was so heavy. 2nd and 10. Play clock ticking away.
you almost
15 on the clock.
call a run blitz or something, Deej. I mean, 2nd and 10.
I bet Owens runs this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, here
just
he
a
comes.
straight run. Oh, well,
Well, they missed a fumble.
Oh.
Ball goes out of bounds.
holy crap.
Now in high school, I believe wherever the ball goes out,
Yep.
that's where it is. So it's going to be a first down. In the pros, you can't fumble the ball forward,
Forward, right.
and the ball would be spotted back where the fumble occurred.
Right. Well, they've got the advantage of a replay, and they can
Yeah.
see where it happened. Here, there would be no way they could really spot it. You just have to.
Well, 1st and 10, kind of a gift that time.
7:20 on the clock. We'll try to keep you updated on that. We apologize for that.
1st and 10 at 37. A lot of speed there for Robinson.
How about let's tackle him? What are we doing?
I'm not sure why he's a small back and they're not getting him down. There's a little extracurricular by the Bulldogs, and that'll be a personal foul on Sikeston.
Boy, oh boy.
Jamarion Robinson is the running back on that carry. And that was a very unnecessary penalty by the Bulldogs.
Mm-hmm.
That's some of the things that have plagued them this year.
Just cannot happen. They just cannot happen. We say it every time, and we say they cannot happen, and they just can't happen. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, you cannot give them 15 yards. Cannot give your opponent that.
Well, it's just you got to keep your emotions in check.
Right. It's tough, and I get it.
And not give that extra shove
Right.
when there's no point in it. Here comes Robinson again. Charleston feeling good with the running game. They got a couple more there. You can see he's got some speed. If he gets loose, he could probably hit a big one. Sikeston's got to keep him contained. 2nd and 8. Play clock ticking. Charleston taking plenty of time. 6:26 and counting on the game clock. Play clock is at 6.
I don't know if they know. Oh, they did. They
Here
snapped
comes
it pretty
Owens
king
on the run.
There's a good
That time,
stand there.
Bulldogs.
Good job. Carter Goodman was in there early.
Carter Goodman. Several Bulldogs coming in on that play. Charleston's kind of running the same basic plays over and over.
Yeah.
They send Robinson in motion, and then Owens will fake to him and just run.
I tell you, that's very similar to a Gus Malzahn type offense. Remember when he was at Auburn? They just ran all over Missouri one year and just ran essentially what they called high school level plays, and they were unbelievably successful running that stuff. You know.
Of course, he had a guy named Cam Newton back
Well,
there running it too.
And that Trey, number 21, I can't remember his name.
There's a big hole up the middle for Robinson. It's going to bring up
Short.
4th down.
Yeah. Come on, defense.
So
Bow your neck here. And let's
huge play here.
make a play.
4th and 5.
5:15 and counting. Be under 5 minutes after this play, or real close to 5 minutes in the third quarter. Oh, my gosh.
And there's the penalty. Sikeston jumped again. Offsides on the Bulldogs. That'll probably be enough for the first down. And it is.
First down, Bluejays.
So a fresh set of downs for Charleston at the 16. 5:01 to go in the third quarter. Sikeston clinging to an 18-8 lead.
Thought we were going to get away with it, Deej, on that big play there, and we self-inflicted wounds here.
So often Sikeston hurts themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it 31?
That's
Is that
Shy.
Thomas on that carry? I believe it was 31. So Shy Thomas. Gain of 9. He might have got 10. He's right at the sticks. They're going to say it's second down, 2nd and 1.
They say they're motioning, yeah.
Ball on the 6.
They haven't changed the marker on the side. It's still showing first down. Or did they give him first?
No.
Oh, no, now they flipped it. There we go.
That give to Thomas again. He's got the first down, just shy of the end zone.
What was a Bulldog tremendous start has shifted into neutral ever since then. Give credit to Charleston for figuring some things out on defense. Need a fumble here.
Give to Thomas again. And he's
he's
in this time. So Blue Jays have taken the momentum of this game, and it is definitely in their favor. 4:15 to go in the third quarter. That was an impressive drive by Charleston. They went the length of the field.
Yeah, we had them on the 10, right?
Yeah, or somewhere down there.
Yeah.
And Sikeston did not help themselves with some very costly penalties. A personal foul in the middle of that, and then a 4th and 5, and Sikeston jumped off sides.
18-14, 4:15 left in the third quarter, and Charleston's going to go for 2. Just about get ready to have to burn a timeout here, I bet.
3 on the play clock.
Oh,
They get
no,
the play
they did
off.
get it.
Here comes Owens.
Oh, well, tackle him.
They can't
Don't
get him
just
down.
hit him. Oh, no, that's going to be – oh.
And
Can we go?
No, you can't return it.
Okay.
But that pass was
Okay.
intercepted. Is that
Good job,
again?
Luke Gadberry. Oh, I'm sorry, Carter Goodman. I saw the
Goodman
4.
again.
Yep.
He's
He's just
the
been
man.
all over.
the man in the right spot all the time.
Okay.
So 18-14 Bulldogs with 4:13 to go in the third quarter. Yeah, they look like they hit Owens, but hitting him's not going to do any good. You got to wrap him up.
No, yeah, he's going to take a whole lot more than that.
Now, college game, yeah, you could return that on the conversion.
Would he get a point or 2 points?
You would get two of your own points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess they're going to try to squib one side, whatever this. I guess Coach Pulley will have his hands team on that front few there. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Shy Thomas is lining it up like he's going to onside kick it again.
Does appear that way. He's going to squib it a little deeper this time.
There we go. Okay.
Sikeston's going to have pretty good
Very
field
good.
position.
Yeah, very good.
Well, Sikeston offense is going to have to figure it out. Their best plays have been pretty much Gadberry to Caden Craig, 2 scoring tosses there. And Charleston has totally adjusted. It appears to me every time Craig runs out, they're double teaming him.
They have made that adjustment. You're right. Like I said, when they ran that fake pitch to Holcomb and he kept just going on that wheel route and they double teamed Caden Craig, he was wide open.
It's definitely something that hopefully the coaches have seen, and hey, that's something we'll look at later on, because that was to Daryl Jordan when they double teamed him.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yep, here it comes maybe.
Holcomb in motion, fake to him.
Yep, now look at him. Well.
This little screen.
Oh, well.
That was set up for a screen, but
it was more than like a screen. I'm wondering if we didn't. I knew it. We're going to call ineligible players downfield. Gosh, dang it. They were 9 yards down the field.
Yeah, so that'll be a penalty on the Bulldogs. Pass was complete to Trez Clark. It was odd, though, because it was set up like a screen, but Clark was ahead of the blockers.
Right. Right.
Instead of behind them.
But the blockers were still too far downfield. I mean, they were 7 or 8 yards. What do you have, 3 yards?
Something.
Yeah.
You can't go that far, though, for sure. They were 7, 8 yards down the field.
Oh.
So it's a 5-yard penalty.
I thought they were going to run that same play on that fake pitch because that time Holcomb stopped and he wasn't open, but
fake. This time on the kind of counter trap there. They took Trez Clark, picked up 2 or 3.
Tell you what, Charleston, give them credit. They have really shut the Bulldog offense down after that most of the first quarter. He's really been slinging it around the field, picking up some big gains, and we've decided to go a little different way. 3:35 and counting, third quarter.
I'm sure they're just trying to figure out anything to
get
rolling.
I'm sure they are.
Here comes Holcomb in motion again. Gadberry running. He's not even going to throw. He's just looking to run. And a loss on that play. And it's going to be 3rd and long again for Sikeston. And we've seen Sikeston run some nice pass plays. One of those to Bo Riddle also earlier in the first half, excuse me. So third and about 16, I'd say. Ball's on the 31. Here comes Holcomb in motion. I'll fake that toss. Just, lob pass. That one.
Oh my gosh. What a silly play.
That's unbelievable.
Why didn't he just catch it?
Caden Craig ended up catching it.
Well, he tried to bat it down instead of catching it.
I think he tried to catch it.
Oh, you think that's what it was?
And one of the Bulldog players hit him from behind, and the ball popped up.
I was going to say, it looked like he was trying to volleyball spike it.
It was very odd.
Wow.
But a huge break for Sikeston.
Huge.
That ball was intercepted.
Oh.
And I'm not sure which Bulldog receiver played defense once the Charleston guy went to intercept it. But
did Luke get hit?
He was under heavy pressure.
Okay,
I
I
don't know
was
if he got
going to
hit.
say, I didn't see it. I just saw the ball floating. I thought,
But somebody hit the Charleston defensive player in the back when he tried to intercept it, and the ball popped straight up into Craig's hands. Here comes Holcomb on the end around.
Nice turn there. Good yardage.
Jet sweep or whatever you call it.
Right.
So picked up a few yards there.
Nice run there.
Maybe that fluke play will give Sikeston some life.
Got a little mojo here.
It's 2:23 to go in the third quarter. Actually, only about 4 there. It looked like Holcomb had a bigger game, but he stepped out of bounds.
It's okay. It's positive yardage. We're not behind the markers anymore. Behind the sticks.
2nd and 6. Here's Trez Clark coming wide. Nothing really there. Still on his feet. And he ripped his helmet off, and no penalty.
Yeah. Isn't that the crazy thing?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you get your helmet ripped off and there's not anything?
I guess they didn't grab the face mask. You got to strap those helmets on, though.
Yeah. Didn't do a great job setting the edge on that. He couldn't either get the edge or he couldn't turn it inside. They had so much defensive. It's like
official timeout. Coach Sheeter and I have talked about this often when we played football in high school. It was almost impossible to get those helmets off your head. You had to just pull it as hard as you could wide because it was just very snug on your face, and you had it strapped up. But players don't wear it tight like that anymore.
No.
You see it all the time on TV, college and pros. Those helmets come flying off. Here comes Gadberry trying to pick his spots, and there's just nothing there. He's going to still be able to get a yard or two, but it's going to be 4th down for the Bulldogs with 1:55 to go in the third quarter. Sikeston offense cannot get on track. Kind of a fluke, lucky break to get a first down, but they just can't get anything going. Charleston appears to just be selling out for the run.
Right.
And that's just, they're just daring Sikeston to throw the ball. So
Well,
Sikeston, excuse me.
No, I'm just going to say something like that. It would be a perfect screen. I
Yeah.
mean, when they're just pinning their ears back.
Play clock winding down. Sikeston's going to call timeout and think about a play here. So they're going to go for it, it appears, with 1:17 to go in the third quarter. Sikeston leading 18-14. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this timeout.
They're easy to find on social media or online at MontgomeryBank.com.
.117 to go in the third quarter. Sikeston coming out of a timeout, faced with a 4th and 7. Ball is at the 42, Charleston 42. Sikeston has a play they like. Let's see what happens. Here comes Clark in motion. Gadberry rolling out.
Oh, there's a flag. It should be.
Pass
Should be
is incomplete.
On Caden Craig. They just knocked him down. How was that not a flag? He was running a pass pattern. I sat there and watched it. He just knocked him flat.
Don't see a flag, and it will be a turnover on downs. Charleston will have first down at the 42. Gadberry was going for Daryl Jordan there, and the pass was just overthrown.
They are double covering. Seems like our intended receivers every time we drop back to pass, and it's becoming more and more difficult for Luke to find those. That's why you try to hit those 5-yard, like you said, those dig routes or slants, or just to dink it down the field, and then when they bite on those short ones, throw them over. And I mean, I'm not an offensive coordinator, but they've made some adjustments. Now we've got to make adjustments, right?
Yeah. So that was Robinson on that carry. Charleston, like you said earlier, Charleston's getting a surge about every snap. So he got 4 yards on that, and that's where Sikeston first made contact with him. But their offensive line is really pushing Sikeston off the line. We got a straight shot here, and let's see if Sikeston's defensive line can buck up a little bit.
We
got Owens running. They did get a little push there, but Owens was still able to pick his way for a couple more yards.
It's like we got in the backfield, but nobody was making a tackle.
3rd and about 4 this time. Ball is right at midfield at the Bluejay 49 with 13 seconds, 12 seconds counting down here in the third. They want to get a playoff before the clock runs out, it looks like. 3rd and 4. Here's a big play for both teams. Now they're just going to try to draw Sikeston off sides. And that's the end of the quarter.
Okay.
So big 3rd down play coming up, 3rd and 4, which it could be 4-down territory anyway at this point.
I would say depending on the result of this play, I think they are.
But we'll take a break for the quarter, and we'll be right back.
Jalea McCray, Azaria Smith, sophomores Anna Curtis, Susie Gilmore, Izzy Mitchell, Cheyenne Parker, Jordan Parker, and Adley Wheeler. Juniors, Mackenzie Coker, Leah Coppage, Landry Eason, Meredith Brojean, Sophie Hunter, Kylan Addison, Avery Newton, Haley Presley, Lily Robin, Lorelei Standridge, and Evie Walton.
Big third down play coming up. First play of the fourth quarter.
Olivia Cadbury.
Bulldogs holding on to a 4-point lead.
Pitch Trump. Christiana Sable and Haley Caton.
I'm betting this is Owens with a run. They're just trying to get their correct alignment.
Yeah, that's what they're running. They're going to probably run. Well, they're stacked up on that side on his right. Well, no,
They do give to Robinson.
Wow, that was.
And he's actually been getting some yards.
Well, he picked up a couple there. It's fourth down.
Fourth and down again.
This would be a run to Henderson or Owens. No way they're punting.
No, they
Owens
won't
is. I was
punt.
going to say they're bringing in the jumbo package. You see them coming in.
Now, Sikeston has to do their part and
There's-
not jump off sides.
There's is that Henderson? Was that his name? 30.
Henderson.
Yeah, he's back there too. It'll be a hand to him or a keep by Owens, and it's going to get a tremendous surge here.
They do give to Henderson, and he
Yeah,
bulldozes through. Easily gets the first down. Got about 4, and they needed 1.
First down, Bluejays.
So Charleston's line is controlling the line of scrimmage. And Charleston has a first down at the Bulldog 45. Charleston takes out the jumbo package. They bring in their speedsters. And they're moving again. They are in no hurry. They're very patient, very methodical. They run the play clock down about every time, no matter the situation.
There's a good surge there. Made a nice tackle.
They've even lost partly of a yard. Let's
Xavier
see.
Jackson with a nice play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. And Owens limping off, so they're going to have to replace him. Let's see who they bring in to replace Owens. He's got a pretty good limp going on. 22 coming in. Ticarius Ferris. And is it, I think Ferris, if I'm saying that name correct, Farries, is the new quarterback. They give to Henderson. He's got a push. Picks up about 5. And it's now 3rd and 5. I believe Owens was out with a cramp,
Aha.
so they're working on him on the sideline. 9:48 and counting on the clock. They pretty much have 2 downs to get 5 yards.
Who's taking the snaps?
At Ferris.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
He's trying to pick his way.
Oh, good. All right.
Got
All
a
right.
yard.
All right.
I believe it's Goodman on that tackle. He got his arms around his legs, and Ferris was able to fall forward and get a yard, so it's now 4th and 4. Another huge 4th down play coming up.
Well,
They have their jumbo package in there.
9:16 and counting. I was going to say, they got to be giving this to Henderson, surely.
Play clock ticking down. They are going to run it. They give to Henderson. He's picking his way. He's got the first down.
Jesus.
Still on his feet. He got a lot of yards. He got about 10 on that play. And another huge 4th down conversion for the Blue Jays with 8:48 to go in the game.
The Bulldogs are just going to have to step up and make a play. I mean, it's basically that simple. Somebody's going to have to get in there, put a hat on him, hit him low. I mean, we're tackling. We're still trying to tackle high. You can't tackle that young man that high.
Got to go low on these big guys. They still have the backup quarterback in. Owens is back on his feet on the sideline. See if they got him worked out. Henderson with another carry. Pushing ahead. They get a surge every play, Matt. So they got a couple more there. 2nd and 8. Henderson's looks like he's going to come back in.
Henderson looks gassed, or somebody's gassed. That may be him. Yeah, that's Henderson. See him.
Henderson
he's
coming
gassed.
out. Owens coming
is
back in.
Yep.
2nd and 8. 10 seconds on the play clock. 7:52 on the game clock. That give to Thomas. He's hit, but they're able to fall forward about every time.
Yeah.
I mean, they're hitting them
Close
for
to the
no
line of
gain,
scrimmage.
and then they will spin ahead and maybe fall forward for a yard or two. So the running backs are doing a good job of getting north and south, falling ahead, and that way you don't get no gain or a loss. You get just at least 1 or 2 out of every play.
Right.
3rd and 6, so 7:17 to go, and we're kind of faced with the same situation they've been having with these 3rd and kind of mid-yardage situations.
Yeah, they called timeout because Owens is cramping. Henderson's gassed. So they have 2 timeouts left.
Yeah, that's probably a smart call there just because, I mean, your quarterback's cramping badly. He's clearly not 100%. You can see him even working out his leg right now. He's just he's struggling a little bit. And the big power back, Henderson, is tired. But after a timeout here, he may be ready to go.
Yeah, you see Owens on the ground is stretching that. I don't know if it's calf or his hamstring or his quad or something is cramping.
Yeah.
And
something in his leg is giving him trouble.
Yep.
So Henderson is back in the game. It's going to be 3rd and 6. My guess is Henderson's going to get this ball.
I couldn't imagine.
And again, we're in 4-down territory, probably the rest of the game for the trailing team.
3rd and 6, 3rd and 7.
Give to Henderson up the middle.
Oh, that was a good tackle.
Gadberry got his hands on him. And
you see what happened?
Yep.
They grabbed his legs and went low.
Gadberry totally slowed him down.
Yes, he did.
There's another Bulldog helmet off, so he's going to have to come off.
Demarius Brown.
That's the second time his helmet's come off tonight.
4th and 6, Bluejays.
Trey Gorman limping off, so some changes in the lineup here. 4th and 6. There's a humongous play.
Huge.
For both teams.
We're 6:40 and counting on the game clock. Don't jump. Oh my gosh, did he jump?
8 on the game clock. 2 on the game clock. And they snap it with 1.
Uh-oh.
Owens looking to throw. He's going to get loose and get a first down.
Oh, he's short. He's short. I think he's short.
It was close. It looked like he had it, Matt.
The Bulldogs are saying he's short. But
He's short, and that is Bulldog football. So 6:08 to go in this game, and Sikeston finally comes up with a stop when
I'll
they
tell you
needed
what,
it the most.
one thing we talked about, Deej, and it's coming back right now, that tackle that Trez Clark made right at the end of the half.
Yeah.
When they were out of timeouts, he came out of there like he was shot out of a cannon and made a tackle. That was a huge play to end the half, and this was a huge, huge stop.
So now Sikeston's offense has got to get some first downs.
Got to move
we
the
saw
clock.
this against Kennett in week 3. Sikeston could not close that game out, and Kennett came back and won. Here comes Holcomb on a wide run. He's running into Clark. He's trying to get some yards. Hang on to the football at this point.
He's ripping his helmet. They reached for his helmet.
And that's what Coach Pulley's wanting. They're calling for a penalty there. He got 4 on that carry. You'll be happy with 4 yards every
Absolutely.
play.
Keep that clock burning, too. Charleston and Sikeston both have 2 timeouts. 5:40 and counting now.
18 on the game clock. Sikeston in no hurry. They will run this down under 10 every time if they can. Gadberry ready to go. And the give to Holcomb again. Nice cutback.
Yes, it was. Good
they totally
pickup.
took off the outside, so he cut it up the middle and got another 4 or 5.
Planted that right foot in the ground and turned it up. Now it's very, very manageable.
Had some good vision on that play.
Third
It's an
and 2.
underrated trait for running backs, vision, Matthew.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yes, sir. To be able to see the play developing, see the hole and the timing of hitting that and picking up the yardage.
So 3rd and 2.
I'd say it's probably 4th.
Quarterback sneak, maybe.
What?
And it is Craig, and he's
Atta
got
boy.
it easily. Here's a face mask,
I was gonna
probably a
say, yeah.
hold, or excuse me, a face mask.
Yeah.
Number 3, Katie Craig on the carry. Flag on the
He got that really easily.
They just
Now, I hope
There
they
was-
don't have a hold. There was one Sikeston offensive lineman pushing in the middle of it, and it is a face mask.
Very good. They'll tack that on the end of the run, right?
Yes. So 5 yards after the tack at the end of the run, and then that is a Bulldog first down.
It's
More
not-
importantly,
It's not 15.
he didn't signal personal foul, so it just, what do you say, the
That's
garden variety?
It's the garden variety.
So clock will start. 4:40 left and counting. That's a huge first down, so Sikeston
my
can run some
gosh.
more clock.
Yeah.
Charleston does have 2 timeouts left. Play clock at 5. Sikeston got to get set here.
Oh, my Lord.
Yep, they weren't set.
What in the world? Come on, fellas.
Got to have a sense of urgency, Matt.
I hate to call a timeout there, but I would have thought I might have considered a timeout there. Maybe he was trying to call it and he didn't get it in, but
Run that clock, they say.
now it's just about 4 minutes remaining. I think you got to get into your cadence about 4 seconds, or so.
Here comes Clark trying to get around the edge.
Oh, atta
He
boy.
breaks a tackle.
Atta baby.
He's got a lot
nice
of yards out of that.
pickup.
And run the clock. Good
Really
job
nice
staying in
pickup.
bounds.
Absolutely. Really nice pickup. Uh-oh, we got somebody. Oh, no, that's Carter. Is he? Oh, thought he was down, cramping.
Gain of approximately 10 yards for Trez Clark. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Had to shed that tackle first.
Oh,
just
yeah.
about had him stopped at the.
Yeah, it looked like he might have
No
was
gain
going
or
to
lo-
get taught for no gain or,
Yeah.
or a loss and
Yeah.
broke the tackle. See, Trez is a strong runner
He's
and
a big-time
He's-
strong runner.
not great speed, but he can break tackles.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, Sikeston may have to use a timeout here. They
Well,
got the playoff, so here comes Holcomb. Nothing. Lost some yards there. It's going to be 3rd and 7. 2:58 to go in the game.
we're under 3 minutes, 2:50 and counting in the fourth quarter. Pick up a first down. I believe Charleston's going to have to be forced to use some timeouts.
No doubt, yeah.
Do you punt here, Deej, if we don't pick this thing
I
up?
think you do, depending on what happens here. But if stop Sikeston short of the first down, then Charleston will have to use a timeout.
Looks like we're going to burn this
And
thing all the way
Sikeston's
down.
going to use one
Yeah.
here.
Be 2:20, 2:19 remaining in the in the game. Bulldogs with the timeout on I would say a pretty crucial 3rd and 7 here.
Crucial play, and it's a tough call. You want to run clock, but you also want to get this first down, so you might be compelled to throw the ball. But if you throw it in completion, it'll stop the clock.
Stops, yeah.
So it's a tough call. Do you run it and hope you can get a first, or at a minimum, maybe get close enough to go for it on 4th down, forcing Charleston to use their timeouts. I almost think you run it if you're me. The passing game is kind of stalled here recently.
Yeah, unless we can it's probably going to be one of those like a swing pass or something.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be behind the sticks. A screen. It was set up perfectly because what that screen does is you take the advantage of essentially the
over pursuit.
The over pursuit, and you exploit it, and you hit it right where they were, and all of a sudden you've got a convoy headed up the field. You pick up, you can probably pick up 7 yards or something like that, but I'm not sure we have that in the arsenal right now.
So coming back with Trez Clark, a big
Attaboy,
gainer.
Trez.
Got the first down. I don't
Yes,
see any
sir.
flags.
No. Nice. Tell you what,
And-
ran the little counter trap on the inside, Deej.
Yep.
Wow.
What a play call.
Great,
And we
great
haven't seen that.
play call.
We haven't seen that very much.
They ran it once earlier, if you
Yeah.
remember, and they picked up some big yards. That was a big-time play call.
That was a great play call.
Mhm.
Now the clock's ticking away, and Charleston did not use a timeout,
No.
so they're going to let it play out for another.
Probably
play
one
or
other
so.
play. Yep, we're under now we're at 2 minutes and counting.
1st and 10 at the Charleston 39. Sikeston does not have to score. They can just run the clock out, but they
We're
got
gonna
to
have
get another
hustle.
first
We're gonna
down.
have to hustle here.
I don't know why they take so long, man,
Holy cow.
because they're in it getting a rush. Here comes Clark.
Oh, there's nobody there. Go, Trez. Nobody's out there. Stay in bounds. Okay.
And he did.
Okay. Wow. It looked like that it was so unorganized that Charleston wasn't even organized.
Definitely a defensive breakdown for the Bluejays
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
because he had a lead blocker, and he didn't even need the lead blocker.
No.
That was Demarius Williams out there trying to lead block, and there was nobody to block.
No. They finally called timeout with 1:25 remaining. They have one timeout remaining. Charleston will have that. So it's 1st and 10.
At the 20.
And so think through this, Deej. So they run a play. Let's say it's 1:20 and they call timeout again. Can we burn a minute 20 in 3 plays?
You could just about run the clock out. Just about. So say there's no gain on a play and they call a timeout. You burn about 5 to 7 seconds on the play, and they.
That's why I said maybe 1:20.
You couldn't run the clock completely out, but you get it very low.
Yeah. Because it's not 40 seconds, right? It's 25 in between.
40.
It is 40?
40. Yeah.
Ooh.
Be
Yeah.
close.
Yeah. It would be, well, if you maybe not take a knee and actually run the ball.
Yeah, run a play,
one time,
run a few seconds.
almost just like a direct snap to Luke, and he just run the ball and go down. Don't even try anything,
Stress ball security. And
Yeah.
Instead of taking a knee, it burns an extra 3 or 4 seconds for sure.
Right.
Here comes Clark with another run. He's got a lot of space.
Well,
he might score a touchdown.
Well,
So
that'll work too. Look at that.
It's a moot point at this time.
It is.
So
It is. Gosh. Wow.
And that
Tell you
was
what.
almost identical as previously. Charleston had nobody over there.
No.
Number 5, Trez Clark off the far side
Clark.
for the touchdown.
A couple big runs.
Man.
That's a great drive by the Bulldogs. A great defensive stop. And the Bulldogs have sealed this one off.
Tell you what, that shows some little moxie there, a little heart there. Good to see.
Batista in to kick the extra point. Aiden Craig, the holder. Batista looks
nice.
like it's through, and
Yes,
it is.
sir. Very nice.
25 to 14 with 1:18 to go. So now Sikeston defense just has to play for 1:18 and keep them out of the end zone.
Bluejays 14.
I mean, it's 11 points.
Bulldogs
Yeah, I mean,
25.
It'd take a miracle, but stranger things have happened.
and they have a timeout. And the clock stops on the first down and out of bounds and all those things. You're right. It's not over. Let's don't start popping champagne corks. Let's finish this thing off.
Now, an NFL player would have just fallen down at the 5, and then they would kneel the clock out.
Well,
Those NFL guys are trained differently.
yeah, well, I think we need to score here, don't you?
Oh,
I mean,
in that
it's-
position.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like basketball. The best defense is 2 more points, right?
Yeah. and if it comes down to a seeding situation, 11 points is better than 4 if Sikeston could avoid that 8 seed and maybe get a 7 seed. You'd want to avoid Hillsborough at all costs.
Oof.
Batista to kick away. Pops up a little
Go.
pop-up kick. It's going to bounce perfectly.
Oh.
And Charleston did get it.
Okay.
He's got some very dangerous kicks. Charleston can't get anybody over there to get it just in time.
It hit like a sand wedge in golf. It just hit and popped straight up in the air and had a lot of spin on it.
What a weapon Batista has shown.
Wow.
That he is for this Bulldog football team.
And he's a freshman.
I mean, think about this. Sikeston's up 25-14. One of those was a field goal.
Yep.
It would be 22-14. It'd be a one-score game at this time without that field goal.
That's absolutely 100%. Great call there, Deej. You're right. Wait, no, what's the score?
25-14.
Yeah, it's 25-14. We got it wrong on the TV. That's why I was looking.
Here comes Thomas trying to get wide. Well, okay.
Keep him in bounds.
Yeah, you can't have a letdown here. You have to make plays. And he got a first down on that play.
Charleston's not going to quit. I mean, you can count on that.
I mean, anything. A home run here, they score a big play, they can kick an onside kick, so you have to get stops here.
Right. Obviously,
this game is far from over.
Yeah, there's a minute 8 with the timeout and out of bounds, and clock stops on first downs and all those things. And so the Bulldogs have to look. They got to bow up here and make another stop, just like we talked about.
1:08 on the clock.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Owens throw one. Maybe the Bulldogs. I'm
sure they will throw. 3 on the play clock. Owens going to look to throw. Lobs one out there, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Thomas, I believe. No, that wasn't Thomas. 81. I can't see the kid's number.
I don't see an 81 on their roster, but
it was overthrown. 2nd and 10 now. 21. I think that was Robinson.
Gotcha. Jamarion.
Yes.
106 now.
Owens rolls out again, looking deep. And the ball is caught. And it is complete.
And
another Blue Jay first down with 58 seconds to go.
It looked like 81 there that time, but maybe it wasn't. And what?
It's hard to see the
21.
21
it's
again,
21,
so it's
yeah.
Robinson again.
Yep.
Robinson's one of their main ball carriers. Now they're throwing to him.
They got that rollout going.
Oh,
get him.
Go
That
get
ball's
it. Backwards. That is a fumble. And Henderson picks it up.
Great pursuit.
That will run the clock.
Yep. And is Charleston going to call a timeout? I see him waving. Yeah. 38 seconds.
So Owens was hit as he was throwing it, and the ball went completely backwards. So that is a backwards lateral, or I don't know if he even got it out of his hands.
Yeah.
But either way, it's a fumble.
That's right.
And
that's
a live
right.
football.
Yep. Henderson, he did the smart thing. He was trying to pick that thing up and go.
Yep.
Deej, if we can hold on to this, and hopefully we can hold on to this. Mr. Brian Henson just told me this is the first pink out win. He said the curse is over.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't know. Thank you, Mr. Henson. I didn't know either.
Look, the Bulldog students are all kind of ganging up down there. I think they're thinking of maybe taking the field. I don't know, because they're kind of all.
We're not going to tear the goalpost down, are we?
Hope not. That's an expensive problem.
Yeah, carry it to the complex or something. That's what they do at Mizzou. Carry it to Harpo's downtown.
Yeah. So it's going to be 2nd down. They still got 2nd and 10 on the scoreboard, but it's going to be 2nd and about 20.
At least 2nd and 20.
And they still got a first down. Now they finally changed the down marker to 2nd down.
Yeah, it's probably 2nd and about 25.
So Charleston is out of timeouts.
Something or 20.
So anything inbounds
Yeah.
is going to run a lot of clock. Pass is
go get it.
incomplete. So that'll bring up third down. That pass is intended for Caden Branham. And you know what? It probably isn't a bad thing that he dropped that for Charleston, because he wasn't going to get much.
No.
At most 5 to 7 yards, and that would just run clock.
33 seconds now.
Now, it was close to being intercepted, which obviously would end the game.
Right. Charleston is out of timeouts, Deej. I think we mentioned that.
Yes. 33 seconds to go. Third down. Play clock at 5. Charleston seems pretty comfortable running that play clock down. Little kind of throwback to Henderson.
Nice. Hey.
And nothing there.
What a great tackle, Carter Goodman.
He's everywhere, I'm telling you.
Well, he is, but with the Henderson kid, he is a load. You can't tackle him up around the shoulders. Great tackle.
He got him around the ankles, and that's now fourth down with 10 seconds on the clock and counting.
They may get one more
so
play.
This is going to be the last play of the game.
Yep. Oh. Pop fireworks.
Long pass,
and it got
intercepted
picked
by Colt.
Colt Parker, that a baby.
And the Bulldogs get the win. So,
okay. Hey, we got fireworks going. Hey, I did, Deej. I did confirm at halftime that is not school affiliated.
I didn't think it was.
Yeah.
Somebody's shooting them off over there.
Great work, Sikeston Bulldogs. Very nice. Great job. Tell you what, Deej, a couple of key plays that we talked about. The tackle that Trez Clark made at the end of the half was as big a play as they've been all night.
No doubt.
Just,
no doubt.
Wow. You look back on that, and what a huge play. That was a big play. The fourth down stop here late in the game was a big play.
Oh, that saved the game. And then, of course,
well, Trez Clark with the big third down play.
Closing it out.
Closing it out, and then scoring.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Very good to see. Get off the schneid. We're 1-8 now.
I'm really happy for Coach Pulley and his staff and the players, of course.
Yeah.
It's just, you know they've wanted it. You know they've been hearing about it all year.
Yeah.
Hey, when are you guys going to win or whatever? And here they got one.
Yeah.
Colt Parker sealed it with that interception there.
Yep.
But you're right, absolutely right. That halftime play by Trez Clark, the fourth down stop on Charleston when they were driving for a potential game go-ahead or game-winning touchdown.
Right.
And then, of course, closing out Bulldogs offense, closing it out, running. I mean, they did it perfectly. They ran a ton of clock.
Yep.
And then ended up scoring and putting the game out of reach.
You know what? And you got to give Charleston a lot of credit. The Bulldogs just came out just 18-0, just wham.
Yeah.
And Charleston said, no, not quite. Let's make this a ball game.
And it got very questionable. I mean, it looked like Charleston had all momentum, and they're driving the field. We saw it before with Kennett. I mean, Sikeston controlled that game.
Yep.
Like, oh, man, and Sikeston blew that game. And then you're thinking, it kind of creeps in your head, I'm not going to lie. Like, are we going to do it again and let Charleston come back and win this game like we let Kennett? But credit to the Bulldogs. You can tell that they learned from some problems they figured out some things that work for them. The passing game has emerged. The kicking game was excellent tonight.
Unbelievable. Absolute weapon.
With Bo Riddle and Mauricio Bautista.
Both. And Luke Gadberry, what a pleasant surprise. I don't know what you call it. Just to
it's a gutsy player to put back there.
Well,
and
I don't know. Has he ever – I know Luke a little bit. I'm not sure that he's ever been a quarterback.
Certainly not varsity level.
Right. Yeah, maybe as a young kid or something, but right.
But he looks like he's done it before, out there.
I'll have to say I've been pretty impressed even before tonight. I know you get the win and it changes a lot of things, but it seems that he's really starting to come into his own, and good on Coach Pulley for finding that.
Oh, yeah. So Bulldogs are going to go home happy tonight. And
absolutely.
A nice celebration out there by the team, and that's a good one for us to sign off on. So.
It is. Let's don't forget Mr. Beidler. Thank you for this season, and the folks that help him is students and all those that are on the cameras and providing all the things behind us that make this really go, and just allow you and I to sit down and just
talk about football.
Just talk about football and
Bulldogs in general.
Exactly. Deej and I are, obviously friends outside of this, and it's just real simple for us as far as being able to do this. We're both obviously huge Bulldog fans, huge Bulldog supporters in all our sports, and the chemistry that we have makes it really simple for us to just come out and do this. And probably going to be the last home game this year. I mean, we'd have to pull off a miracle in the playoffs to
have to win districts.
Well, I guess that's right. That's
You'd
right.
have to win all 3 districts because we'll be on the road for all. If
that's
you
right.
made 3 district games, you have to win all 3, and
that's
then
right.
maybe you would get to host like a sectional type thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you never say never.
No.
I mean, Sikeston will be heavy underdogs in that district.
Yep.
And we don't know where they're going to play next week.
No.
Hillsboro is an option that they'll be the top seed. They're still undefeated and ranked in the state. And I think somebody said Perryville was another option. So I don't know. Either way, Sikeston will be on the road next week. I wish we had that information for you.
It's probably just still too early. There's other football games going on. They'll announce that probably later tonight or tomorrow sometime. Sikeston will know who they play. That will be out, and then Coach Pulley and his staff will be able to begin to make preparations for that, and it will be a road game, as you said. So, what a great way to end the season, Deej.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it once again. This is our
3rd year, isn't it?
3rd, I think.
3rd year on the mics.
Yep. And it's football season's not over, but we're about ready to embark on my other favorite sport. And so
winter sports will start up pretty around the 1st of November. So you'll
it's October 20. It's a week from Monday, whatever that day is. It's the. Look, I do have that I can access.
I do want to say before
the 30th is the 30th.
So October 30th, winter sports will start. I do want to say before we go, the junior high football teams, they played a couple games since our last broadcast. The 8th graders finished 3-3.
Yep.
Which is a step in the right direction for them. I don't think they won a game as 7th graders, and they came back and won 3 this year.
Yep.
And I think the 7th grade team won 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
So, and people listening may know, that doesn't sound that great. Well, it's great compared to what they've had been doing.
Right.
So you've got some progress there.
Right.
And hopefully there's a good 8th grade group will build on to some more good football teams. And this Bulldog football team here is pretty young, so you got a lot of guys coming back for next year.
Right.
And congratulations to the Bulldogs coaching staff and the players just pulling this win out, and a very gutsy effort in doing so.
Absolutely. Well, Deej, we'll sign off for the last time. Again, thank you, Mr. Beidler and crew. Thank you for making it easy for us. We appreciate it. And we'll see you on the hardwood, and we'll see you back here next year.